MSTV have teamed up to give you the most complete sports coverage in Siouxland. Watch live full broadcasts of local high school sports on SiouxlandProud.com. Just click Live Sporting Events under the Sports tab. KCAU 9 and Metro Sports TV. We're Siouxland Proud.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
H2O for You is your water store. H2O for You is the solution for cleaner dishes, clothes, showers, and tubs, and water that tastes fantastic. Your water store will even test your family's water for free. And all of our equipment comes with free basic installation. Having issues with your current water system? Your water store services most brands. Have the clean, soft, great-tasting water your family deserves. Go to softwater.com or call 258-SOFT today.
Leaves start to turn. That means summer's over. So head to Baumgars now for your pre-winter needs. In one stop, you'll find leaf rakes and winterizing fertilizers for your lawn, plus batteries and antifreeze for your car, weather strip, caulk, and pest control for your home, and warmer clothing for you. There's shelter for your pets and heaters, including electric, propane, and kerosene to keep you warm. From the Midwest to the Rockies, Baumgars is your fall weatherization headquarters.
Tonight's starting lineups brought to you by
Kunkel Trucking.
Kunkel Trucking is a locally owned livestock hauling company. If you need livestock transported or would love to drive for them, give Chad a call at Kunkel Trucking, 712-251-5615.
Welcome to Wall of Fame, where style meets customization, specializing in crafting custom clothing and print shirts. We ensure every stitch and every print is of the highest quality, so you get the best clothes every time. We're here for all your promotion needs, and the best part, our process is seamless. Simply share your designs with us and we'll handle the rest. Get custom clothes for the best price. Wall of Fame.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled high with Italian style meats and provolone. Hey to you too, hand-sliced veggies. Oil and vinegar, oregano and basil, nice to see ya. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yes. Should I see someone about that? Probably. Jimmy John's, order online or on the app.
Up to your neck and trying to swim through confusing insurance policy choices? Well, before you drown in coverage you don't need, contact Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. Ryan will help you assess your immediate and also long-term needs so you can clearly choose options catered to your home, personal property, or financial future. Contact Ryan and review your coverage today. 605-377-6776. Don't drown in coverage that you don't need. Stay afloat with Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. 605-377-6776.
Josh and Emily are visiting Emily's parents this weekend, where Josh will propose. He's nervous, but not about the ring. Well done, Josh. Well done. Chase is proposing to Ashley at the resort where they first met. Ashley was vacationing with friends, but Chase ended up being her best friend of all, plus some. Every diamond tells a story, but there's no story like yours. And there's no diamond like a Greenberg's diamond. Greenberg's Jewelers, a cut above the rest.
Live tonight from Canton, South Dakota, it's Metro Sports TV, and CF Industries is proud to present live high school football as the undefeated Dakota Valley Panthers, ranked number 4 in our latest poll, against the number 2 ranked Seahawks of Canton. Metro Sports TV is the leader in live high school streaming events across the Midwest and now featured in Sioux City, Sioux Falls, Des Moines, and the Lakes region. And you can always watch Metro Sports on demand wherever you may be. Whatever device you use to stream, find Metro Sports. You can find us on YouTube, online, Twitter Live, or with our tremendous partners, KCIU Channel 9, KFSY Channel 13 in Sioux Falls, Premier Communication, and on Fox Sports Radio. For the best in live televised high school sports, watch Metro Sports TV all season long. Hello, everybody. This is Pat Schultz, as I'll be usually the basketball voice. Tonight we're doing a big football game as we get set for this big game between these two outstanding teams. This is the Central Bank pregame show as we get set for what we believe is going to be a terrific football game on a terrific football night. Joining me tonight is the great Mitch McCumber. And Mitch McCumber, what a ride up here. Absolutely beautiful. What a night for football. Very little wind. Nice and warm, comfortable. It's going to be a great game.
And we're set up here. This is a beautiful stadium here in Canton. Feel not quite the feel of Canton, Ohio, but a Hall of Fame type of game is what we're going to get here tonight. A great Canton Seahawks team and an impressive Dakota Valley team that comes off of beating the state champs from last year. And that Del Rapids team was no joke last year in the playoffs, won by a margin of victory of about 30 points. Dakota Valley, first game of the season, goes into Del Rapids and upsets the number 1 team in the state, and they're going to have to do a lot more of what they did last week to beat this Canton team.
The head football coach in his first year, in his second game, Carl Reinhardt. Coach Carl is doing a magnificent job. And is there anyone that gets more fired up in football than Carl Reinhardt?
Oh, I tell you what, it's hard not to get fired up with this group. You bring in a senior quarterback who I think is well improved from last year in Drew Luckin. You bring back some good offensive weapons. Jackson Boonstra finally healthy in the backfield. And Jace Georgia coming out, had a fantastic game 1. And just it's hard not to be fired up when you got a group of guys around you, all 11 guys on the field at one time, play for each other. And this team, the identity has been defense for the last 5 years. A good defensive unit is on display again this year for Dakota Valley.
Let's talk about that quarterback. 6'3", 215 pounds, Drew Luckin, our Metro Sports Player of the Week last week with clutch play after clutch play. Also our senior spotlight. We thank you to Drew for helping us out with that. But last year he gained experience. This year he's outstanding.
And I think that's the main part of just being a quarterback in high school is, from your sophomore to junior year, you're going to get better developed. I think last year he had some moments where he shined, used his offseason to get better, and now he's gelled with his receivers, gelled with his offensive line, and you can tell just in game 1 the strides that he took. He's ready to lead this offense, and not just lead the offense, lead the locker room, and lead this team. Jace
Georgia was tremendous last week. 2 big catches for touchdowns. Big target.
Yeah, a huge target. Guy didn't play last year, a basketball kind of frame, and a huge help to Luckin on the outside too, because he's kind of a receiver. Doesn't have the best breakaway speed, but a guy that's going to go up and be a jump ball target for you. And when they run that play action, especially with the threat Brunstra is, you're going to have Jace one-on-one, and it's a matchup that Drew's going to try to find often.
Special thank you to our game presenter tonight, Graham's Grill and Pub of Dakota Dunes. Thank you for Graham's Grill and Pub. That's your go-to place after a Panthers win. Graham's Pub and Grill is our outstanding game presenter tonight. When we come back, we'll have the Vern ID keys to the game. We're getting set for a good one here tonight. The Canton Seahawks against the Dakota Valley Panthers. From Canton, thanks for joining us on Metro Sports. We'll be back right after this.
Josh and Emily are visiting Emily's parents this weekend, where Josh will propose. He's nervous, but not about the ring. Well done, Josh. Well done. Chase is proposing to Ashley at the resort where they first met. Ashley was vacationing with friends, but Chase ended up being her best friend. Josh and Emily are visiting Emily's parents this weekend, where Josh will propose. He's nervous, but not about the ring. Well done, Josh. Well done. Chase is proposing to Ashley at the resort where they first met. Ashley was vacationing with friends, but Chase ended up being her best friend of all. plus some. Every diamond tells a story, but there's no story like yours. And there's no diamond like a Greenberg's diamond. Greenberg's Jewelers, a cut above the rest.
KCAU and Metro Sports TV have teamed up to give you the most complete sports coverage in Siouxland. Watch live full broadcasts of local high school sports on SiouxlandProud.com. Just click Live Sporting Events under the Sports tab. KCAU 9 and Metro Sports TV. We're Siouxland proud.
Prestige. Widespread respect and admiration felt for someone or something on the basis of a perception of their achievements or quality. It's a name that speaks for itself. Prestige is something you earn. It's where quality counts since 1975. And we improve ourselves at every chance by working with customers every step of the way. Visit either Prestige Collision Center's location today, where it's more than just a name.
Jackrabbits don't wait to see what the future holds. They build it. At South Dakota State University, the next generation's leaders are preparing to launch. They're focusing on growth, and they're reaching new heights of excellence across vital industries. SDSU is building something greater for South Dakota and the world. Join us.
At Premier Communications, we're all about connection, connecting you to all the entertainment, work, and family you love with our phone, internet, cable TV, and tech support services. And now, that connection has gotten even faster with internet speeds up to 1 gig. Experience the next level of connection with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call toll-free 800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
This perfect ring is for Allie from Zach. They married without a diamond ring right before Zach went to serve his country. And now he's back. Jake and Sarah successfully pitched a big client together over a year ago. They got along very well. So well, in fact, Jake's about to pitch Sarah a proposal. Every diamond tells a story, but there's no story like yours. And there's no diamond like a Greenberg's diamond. Greenberg's Jewelers, a cut above the rest.
Welcome back. We're getting set for a good football game as Dakota Valley Panthers and the Canton Seahawks square off here tonight. Each and every game we have the Vern Ide keys to the game. Vern Ide's Motor Cars in Sioux City and Sioux Falls. And Coach Carl Reinhardt helped us out with the keys to the game, and he said, number one, Dakota Valley has to protect Drew Luckin.
And to get the ball out, Drew's got to have some protection. They got a good D-line to the Seahawks, and they play really good coverage with their linebackers. So protecting Drew and getting it to the weapon is going to be huge for them.
And one of the ways to do it is key number 2 from Vern Ide, keys to the game. Number 2, the Panthers have to run the football.
Well, and you got to be multidimensional. I think you can't have Drew sit back all day and throw the ball. Although he is capable of doing so, you got to have a multidimensional offense, and Dakota Valley is going to try to have to establish the run early in this one.
And number 3, Carl's mantra is brick by brick, and he told me, just win, baby, like they did last week.
And you stack it up on all sides of the football. You got to win in all 3 phases: offense, defense, and special teams. Doing the little things right, stacking brick by brick, will be how Dakota Valley can get out of Canton with a win.
It's going to be an outstanding football game as these two teams are getting introduced in front of a sizable crowd as they come out on this beautiful night. The key to the game last week were the big plays, just when they needed it. Quarterback Drew Luckin excels at that. We saw it last year. This year, even better.
And that's just the thing is, like, I think you need to take the big plays when they're there for you and don't force anything. I think that's the kind of the thing that Carl Reinhardt said is just win, baby, win. And then the brick by brick thing. You don't have to do anything too crazy. Rome wasn't built in a day. These offensive drives aren't built in one play, but if the play is there, lull the defense asleep and make it happen.
Keys to the game brought to you by Vern Ide. Metro Sports now on YouTube. Watch all of our free live and on demand on YouTube or Twitter Live. Looks like a sizable crowd goes to Twitter Live. I didn't even know about it until you young guys told me about it, but it's working well. It features our on-demand replays, player coaches interviews, team and player rankings, game predictions, and once in a while, somebody gets active and writes a blog. All of this on Metro Sports Television. Go to our website, metrosports.tv, for our schedule. Tonight's football games on Metro Sports. You can flip over and watch a little bit of Hinton versus Western Christian with Rob Maynard, or you can go watch the big boys up in Sioux Falls.
Lincoln O'Gorman, baby.
O'Gorman and Lincoln playing tonight, which kind of offsets another almost featured game of ours was Valley of West Des Moines, who is going to become one of our featured schools as they're playing Dowling. Big night of football. What a beautiful setting here out in the plains. Beautiful night for football. We're expecting something really good tonight.
And great game, great day, great week. It's been a great opening 2 weeks of football. Can't complain about this weather. And then two good matchups to start off the week and the year for Dakota Valley against previous ranked number 1 Del Rapids, and now against a strong contender Canton team, who last year lost in the first round to a Lennox team. I think they're a little bit sour coming from their loss last year. They got something to prove this year, and both these teams are going to show why they're top ranked in Class 11A.
There's nothing really little about that team.
No.
Mitch McCumber. Nice sized team. Tonight's game is also presented by CF Industries. CF Industries provides clean energy to feed and fuel the world. Find your next career at CF Industries. Tonight's game is presented by CF Industries, and their mission, as mentioned, is to provide clean energy to feed and fuel the world. Thank you to CF Industries. As we get set for this football game on this beautiful night, as the captains are out deciding what they're going to do, and I would assume Coach Carl Reinhardt will want the football. Maybe he'll defer. I don't know. It's been in vogue tonight. Teams are starting to take the footballs to start off the game.
And I think it's kind of like the identity that you want. You want to come out and get the ball first and kind of throw the first punch. And if you're able to score a touchdown, it's a really good way to get that going. And I'm kind of the old school way. I want the ball after the half, after we make adjustments. But, it's kind of a new age. I know only what I can control and what I can do. So we'll see what they did. It looks like coin toss is decided here, and Dakota Valley will.
Looks like they deferred.
They deferred.
Wall of Fame player of the game follows it on our Baumgars post-game show. You want to check in for the Wall of Fame. You have some control over that because you get a vote for our Wall of Fame of Sioux City player of the game. And last week, Drew Lucken was the player of the week in your Metro Sports TV poll.
Yeah, and I think there was a couple people that felt like it should have been the other way. But, hey, all you got to do to make your guy, we have 4 guys, and really good, Ditsworth from Spirit Lake. We had Drew Lucken, obviously, Cal Jepson, who had a great game as well, and then Wiggins, who started off his season extremely hot for that West Sioux team. And if your guy that you want to vote for isn't in the league, get your friends to get on to Twitter and get on that poll, make it active. I think we had over 400 votes on that one, so it wasn't like there was a shortage of votes on either side. So make sure you're active on that. We'll post that on Monday, and then the poll will close on Wednesday. So you got 2 days to get your votes in. Your grandparents, whoever you need to get on and maybe rig an election, if we will, and get it so that way we're
apolitical at Metro Sports TV, Mitch McCumber.
Where your guy will win, but we'll see how it goes. I think we have good athletes on all the teams that we covered to where we could have 10 to 15 players of the week, but just so happened to be Drew last week, and it's going to take him a series to get onto the field on offense here, but I'm excited to see what he's got for this one.
We're going to get set, and we have football underway on a beautiful night in Canton, South Dakota. Here's the kick, high and long, going to be fielded, and they are going to reverse the ball very quickly. Coming up quickly is Kane Wallner, and Kane you're going to hear a lot about Kane. He'll race him, Kane, tonight. Kane Wallner, a 6'4", 220-pound senior, and he got to the outside there, and welcome to football, Kane Waller.
Yeah, and the Coyotes are excited to have him next year, a USD commit, and there's 2 guys on the defensive side that you're going to hear the name of a lot. Wallner being one of them, and Larson playing at the DN position will be another one. Wallner, that's a big frame too, plays linebacker, understands football. Going to be hard, and a guy that Dakota Valley wants to focus on here.
Little trips left as they come down on first down. The quarterback, here's the pitch, cutting it up quickly is Wallner. He bounces off a couple of tackles and keeps on his feet, and he's going to be a load at 6'4", 220. The quarterback is Alec Reed, a junior, 6'1", 180 pounds, and he's going to be handing the ball off a lot to Wallner. as he picked up 12 yards after being hit at the line of scrimmage.
Patient runner, too, and that's going to be a big thing for Dakota Valley to stop getting that initial penetration, but wrapping up and making sure they don't gain any more extra yards there.
Easton Van Scoy, Jace Hutchison, and Gavin Welch are the front three for the Dakota Valley. They play a 3-4. Here's a little counter reverse as they come the other way, and that's Wallner coming out of the wing back, if you will. Excuse me, that was not Wallner. That was Wallner, number 11. Jace DeGeorgia made the tackle, so it's been all Wallner on the first 3 touches of the game. Gain of 2, good play by Dakota Valley. Very active, Jace DeGeorgia. What a football player, and he certainly has the size at 6'4", 210.
Yeah, and like I said before, more of a basketball type frame, but he makes it work on the football field, and they're going to need big players to stop this offense here for Canton.
Reed is going to look. Now he's going to tuck it under, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Fumbles the football, but I believe it was on the ground. The Panthers are jumping up and down, but the official says 3rd down. It's going to be 3rd down and 3 right here. So no gain on the play as Alex Reed looked to throw, but decided to tuck it under. But a bunch of Panthers were waiting for him. It's going to bring up 3rd down and long. 3rd down and 8. Fort Canton just getting underway. Big football game. Keegan Hoffman is the left defensive end. Watch him. He may bring pressure off the left side. They're going to run it. Hand off right up the middle, and he runs right into that ball is loose, and the beanie is down. I believe the Panthers. Nope, he's going to say down again. The Panther staff is jumping up and down. That looked like a fumble from here. And didn't get that on instant replay, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be 4th down and 6. But that ball looked out that time.
That ball definitely out. I mean, fortunate enough for the Panthers, they force a 4th down, and it looks like a punt coming up for Canton, but that one looked like it was out. But after the first run and the first down by Wallner, they stopped him on.
Gunnar Montag is waiting at about his own 30, but we got a flag down. That was Teague Granum who ran the football that time, coughed it up, but we're going to say fumble, and Carl Reinhardt is out. Carl looks like he's ready to make a few tackles out there. Went out to practice the other day, and I haven't seen that much energy in a coach for a long time.
Well, and I think they got late substitutions on that one, and they had a guy run off the field a little late, so they wanted to avoid a penalty and make it a 4th and definitely manageable to where Canton can go for it. So, Coach Reinhardt wisely takes a timeout there, and now after great return and great first initial run by Wallner, it's a 4th down and about 6 to go for the Seahawks, and they look like they're going to punt this one away so far. Up until the ball is kicked, that is, because there's been a lot of trickeration that I've seen in the first week.
And a lot of bad snaps.
Yeah.
That's always on the first week.
and so far, good defensive couple plays there by Dakota Valley. They're going to look to get the ball back here. Put the first points on the board.
Gunnar Montag, senior, 5'9", is waiting now. He moved up to his 3rd. There's that snap. We talked about it, and the ball's still loose. Going to be recovered by the Panthers as DeGeorgia eliminates the punter. And there's your fumble, and like that recovery even better, all the way back to the Seahawk 30-yard line. Here's the instant replay right here, Mitch McCumber. We talked, bad snap, wobbly, and Jace DeGeorgia said, I'm not going to block that punt. I'm going to block the punter, and he does, and it's 1st down and 10 for the Panthers.
And that's, forget flipping field position. That immediately alters it. You start now on your 30-yard line. You only have 30 yards to go. Great starting field position, first offensive drive for the Panthers.
Quarterback Drew Luckin brings it up. Drew, huge week last week. He is under center in the wishbone look. He's going to run the option, but we're going to have a motion penalty as he gets the pitches to the outside as Jackson Boonstra, the senior, 5'8", 160 pounds. Good to see Jackson back in the lineup.
Yeah, and the thing that was I thought was kind of eye-popping is the fact that they beat Del Rapids last week without Boonstra. And not that Luckin can't do the suffice of Boonstra in the backfield, but one of the leading rushers that's coming back in all of South Dakota, and especially in a Class 11A, it's good to have him in the backfield. It makes a added part of this already highly potent offense.
Bennett Luckin will be the other back. Bennett, brother of Drew and Dylan, as you'll say, as he comes in, the junior, as they decline the penalty, and here comes a little handoff. Hanging on to it barely was Jake Pick Turns the corner, breaks a tackle. He fumbles the football. We'll see if the beanie is down, and as I'll bet you they get that call near their sideline. That's how it works, and the ball goes over to the Seahawks, and Coach Reinhardt is saying, hey, wasn't he down, but not going to get that call on the home team sideline.
No, and I think it just a play, the handoff didn't look like it was cleanly exchanged in the first place, but got to make sure that the first offensive snap, I don't know if there was a decline penalty or what it was, but didn't seem to be in the right cohesive unit, and second play on offense technically ends in a fumble, so got to clean that up. Second possession for the Panthers.
Well, the fumble is recovered by the Seahawks, and they now have first down as everybody's got to settle down a little bit. Fumbling the football left and right. Great penetration right there by the Panthers as they snuff inside the little counter as Seth Reinhardt, the outstanding sophomore, 6'5", 265, just a sophomore, and he loves to play football just like his daddy.
Yeah, and tackled Mason Bentz on that play, only 5'11", 160. So the little height and weight mismatch right there was in Dakota Valley's favor. But, this Canton team's going to run a lot of misdirection runs on you. You got to stay disciplined defensively, whether you're on the corner or down in the trenches there.
One of their team captains, Hudson Richmond, is the center. He'll be going against the sophomore Reinhardt. Quick spot pass out front, and again penetration by the Panthers as Jake Pick came up, and Jake made up for his fumble by making a play. Jake is a 5'11", 180-pound junior, and he read the play nicely.
Well, there you have two plays back-to-back that stack up that are negative yardage for the Seahawks, and they find themselves now second possession at third down and about 15 to go. And after that last one, you need to get some yards here because you don't know how the snap's going to go if you end up punting it again.
The secondary for the Panthers is an outstanding as Preston Konopasek is one corner. Drew Lucken also plays a free safety. Direct snap is going to be out to Kane Wallner. There's a flag down. Hopefully they did not get the face mask. It is near the sideline. Probably a hold. It came from, I believe it came from the umpire, did it not? Mitch McCumber. If it's the umpire, we got a hold. If it's a side judge, look out for the face mask.
It looked like it came almost from the side, like the direction came in there. I don't know what they're calling. They're looking over it both ways, and they're going to mark it off against Dakota Valley.
5-yard face mask penalty, so it did come from the side judge, but that will not be enough for the first down, but it will be play over. It'll be third down and 9. Well, a little longer than that.
I'll call it 3rd and 10.
So ball on the 23 for the Seahawks, and that's spelled C-Hawks. Clever. So Panthers have a little confusion, but now they get set as Reed's going to do a counter, and there's just simply nothing there. Great penetration again. Reinhardt is making his presence felt as he jumps in there. Big, tough kid, and that penetration ruined that play.
After that first run of about 10 to 11 yards that the Seahawks had, DV defense is really stiffened up here, and
you don't see this look much anymore, the 3-4, sometimes 3-5 with a lot of penetration.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be it's bode well so far defensively for Dakota Valley, and not broke, don't fix it. They're getting really good penetration out of their linebackers now.
Gunnar Montag, there's another low snap, gets this one off. It's a tail dragger, and it's going to take a Seahawk bounce. They got more out of that punt than what they deserved, but the ball's going to be downed at the 42. When we come back on Metro Sports TV, the Panthers will have the football. Great field position. Beautiful night for football here in the Plains. We'll be back. Panthers with the ball. Drew Lucken, the quarterback, running the option, pitches it out wide as Jackson Boonstra turns the corner and picks up the better part of 8 yards as he's out of bounds at the 48-yard line of the Seahawks. And nice little option play right there, and you can tell they're keying on Drew Lucken as they had 2 players go right after him.
Well, and I think that's the main thing, too, is that you saw a lot of play action, decent amount of play action against that Del Rapids team. It left to Georgia wide open on 2 plays, 2 big touchdown plays, and you're going to want to make sure that he gets a lot of pressure in his face and doesn't have time to throw it to those open receivers.
Shout out to our good friend, the head coach of the Dakota Valley Panthers, 2-time state champion, as there's a pop right up the middle and just getting tripped up as they ran the quick little trap there, and Preston took it to the house.
And so far, they've kind of done it to the outside, to the inside, and I think if the run keeps eating away at this Canton Seahawk team, look for play action coming up here shortly. Haven't seen a lot of deep passes from Luckin yet, but they're soon to come.
Preston Konopasek has good size, 6 foot, 195 pounds, and he was a shoelace from breaking that one. So first down, Panthers. There's a little motion play as they got started a little too early, and this one will come back. Shout out to the head coach of the Dakota Valley Panther basketball team, Jason Kleiss. Coach, hope you're enjoying the broadcast. We certainly enjoy your basketball team.
What a run! I tell you what, they had a chance to break the all-time record, fell up a game or two short, but still
62 straight wins. That'll do.
Yeah, that's a walk in the park. It seems like for Kleiss.
Would have had 64 had 2 games not been snowed out in the middle of December. But we're looking forward to another great year of Dakota Valley Panther basketball. But right now we're enjoying their football, so it'll be first down and 15. Luckin, the quarterback, steps. Now he scrambles, going to just toss this one out of bounds as he takes a hit there, and you can see they're coming after him as Rylan Larson, 6'5", 260, defensive end, strong side defensive end, and he's a good one.
Yeah, he had a strip sack fumble in their last game to secure the W for the Seahawks. It's a guy that, like we mentioned in the pre-broadcast, those 2 guys you got to look out for. Wallner and Larson find themselves around the football a lot. There he got really good pressure off the edge and was able to get in Luckin's face.
Van Scoy, Huffman, Hutchinson, Welsh, and Reinhardt are the linemen. There's a pop right up the middle, and pulling it through and getting about 6 yards on the play was the very quick Jackson Boonstra. They missed him last week, won despite not having their 2 top backs, but you can tell why the Panthers are excited about Boonstra being back in the lineup.
It just adds another dimension to this offense, Pat. It's not only can they throw the ball, can they run it? I mean, I thought Bennett Luckin did a really good job in their place, but getting a healthy Konopasek and a healthy Boonstra back, it just adds to what already is a potent offense.
3rd and 10 right here. Quarterback Drew Luckin will look to the right side. He has Jace DeGeorgia nearest us as the wide receiver. He's going to be doubled. Luckin's going to turn and look at him. Now he's going to roll, sets, fires, sidearm, ball caught, and knocked out of bounds short of the first down, but I believe it will be 4-down territory for Coach Carl Reinhardt as Jace DeGeorgia came back nicely once he saw he was double-teamed, and you saw that great arm of Drew Luckin.
Yeah, and that's just more to make it more manageable. Still a decently long 4th down for them to convert, 4th and about 6. But getting any sort of positive yards there kind of opens the playbook a little bit more for Carl Reinhardt. Not that run is completely out of the playbook, but if Luckin has to make it work with his legs, he definitely can do so on this.
4:49 to go, first quarter, scoreless. Panthers on their 2nd possession. They were down at the Seahawk 30-yard line, but fumbled away the football. Here they are on the move. 3rd down right here. Little option play, quick pitch. Trekin is going in there. Konopasek is going to be very close to his first down. He has it. Little option to the left side that time, and Konopasek, he gets those feet planted, he can go.
And that's the difference from DeGeorgia coming back and making that play on 3rd down to now getting the first down on that one. It's a huge difference because now the option play goes, they needed 8 yards, 6 yards, and they got 7. And with that comeback, if they get 6 yards, it's going to be a turnover on down. So great comeback on the route before and great option play to the outside to get Konopasek a first down.
First down, Panthers, 24-yard line of the Seahawks. Motion coming this way, a little delayed handoff. We're going to have, that time we're going to have a illegal motion, I believe, as the referee threw that one, and we do have it. And that one's going to come back. Again, a quick start by the Panthers.
And that time they had Bennett Luckin running the football. They have 3 different tailbacks that are really decent on this DV team, and they're trying to get them a little bit with that misdirection on the run play there. Just didn't get all guys set, and he'll set them back 5 yards, and they'll start over first down at 15.
So it is going to come back after Bennett Luckin picked up 6 yards on first down. That's basically a 14-yard. It looked like they had 2 people in motion that time as the wing back and the tailback were shifting at the same time.
Just getting a little antsy. I know if I got my hands on the football, I'd want to be moving too, but got to make sure you're
Mitch
set.
McCumber, you just ran dive plays. It's first down and 15. Luckin, little draw play again, and popping it right up the middle is Bennett Luckin, and the junior took a hit that time.
Damon Brown came up, and the freshman made a nice tackle there.
Wow, he certainly did.
It's a nice-looking freshman, too.
Sorum came up. Kevin Strand also on the play as these inside linebackers. Boy, I tell you what, everybody is 5'11", 6'2", 220 these days, aren't they? Or more.
They don't build them like they used to, Pat, I tell you what.
No. Second down, 12. Luckin, Metro Sports Player of the Week, is going to drop, fire, a little fade out there. DeGeorgia is there, and he can't get it. Nope, it hit the ground. It hit the ground as the Panthers were up, but you could see it. It did hit the ground. It took a big bounce, and it's incomplete. You can see that on our instant replay. Our producer, Riley Lillenquist, says, nope, I was watching the play. So that ball was incomplete, and you saw it bounce. It was incomplete.
It was a good
Great
ball.
Pass.
Good ball to get him open. Just couldn't get his hands underneath there. That was, good ball, good route. Execution was there.
J.C. Georgia
tight coverage
has
too.
That second level speed. He just went after that ball. Third down and 12. 4-down territory. There's a little option play. They go long to Boonstra. He's going to cut it back. Has yardage. May have his first down. He does. I believe at the 10-yard line. Patient run by Jackson Boonstra.
Yeah, the outside guy came out and kind of over committed there, and Boonstra was able to cut it upfield. Kind of looked like Xavier Worthy last night.
There you saw that nice cut right there, as Mitch McCumber always has to throw in his Chief.
Oh, I'm a Bronco fan, so I was just watching the game.
You were a big Chief fan last night. I got your text. Yeah, 2:52 to go, and the Panthers are on the move. First and goal. First and goal. As Luckin, the outstanding quarterback, brings them up in the wishbone again. Little pitch back, and Bennett Luckin tries to lean forward, can't. Gets past the line of scrimmage. A nice tackle by Ryland Larson.
At the end position, he kind of sees the way that the offense is going and pinched really hard on that run play. And Bennett has some speed to him, but still tackled in the backfield. Nice.
Coach Rich Lundstrom of Canton, he probably enjoys having a 6'4", 260-pound defensive end. Little draw play going up the middle, cutting back, the ball's loose, and it's going to go over the other way as Bennett Luckin was standing too tall, took a hit, fumbled the ball at the 6-yard line. Second big turnover by the Panthers here in the corner as Bennett didn't get those pads down and took a hit with the ball up.
And nice tackling by the Seahawks, and the ball falls down to the turf around the 4-yard line. So we'll start at the 4, and after two good defensive stops by Dakota Valley, we'll have sit there.
So first down, bad field position, but boy, the Panthers would really like to have that one back. Two costly fumbles here in the first quarter. Little counter play to get great penetration as this Panther defense is getting after it. As Jake Pick, we saw him make a great play last time on defense, and he came up that time from his linebacker position, made the hit. Also in there as well as was Corbin Winstress, the big senior, 6'6", 270, and he's taking up some space in there. Boy, between him and Reinhardt, that's a handful.
Yeah, and Reinhardt on the Panthers, Wintress on the Seahawks, and set up second down after no gain on the play there.
Little counter, the hole popping up that time, and Wallner puts his head down and drags a couple of Panthers, but they get up there and make a gang tackle. Kane Wallner gets another carry, but nice job. That hole popped up. It looked like an opening, but it's going to bring up a third down and about a long 3 right here.
Third and a long 3, and after their last couple plays, I would assume another run to Wallner's coming up here, but 51 seconds left before the end of the first quarter, and so far defense has been
Defense and fumbles. Brady Weaver has checked into the game for the Panthers. Big 3rd down and 3 if the Panthers can hold here in the tail end of the first quarter. 3rd and 3. Reed, the quarterback, trying on the hard count. Panthers are staying still. They're going to run the counter pitch. Wallner tries to get the outside, does. Stiff arms and gets out and makes himself his first down and more. Gunnar Monte came up and got pushed away real quick right there. So Weaver came up and made the tackle on Wallner. As you see that little pitch in Mitch McCumber. We saw the tail end. You didn't see the stiff arm.
That's 6'4", 220, though, and that's running at a full head of steam. It's going to be hard to stop, especially with an arm tackle. Extends that strong right arm and puts his defender off, and needed 3, got about 13, and sets up 1st down and 10 for the Seahawks.
So a big 1st down. They're going to try to get in this last play of the first quarter. They do. Another pitch back as that time the Panthers are just waiting for T. Granum, and they make the play. Good play that time by the Panthers. That's going to end our first quarter. Chase Hutchinson, Tegan Hoffman came up, made the play. Well, after a eventful first quarter, nobody scored. We'll be back right after this for the second quarter. You're watching Metro Sports TV. Thank
you and Metro Sports TV
in the Western Plains.
You and Metro Sports TV have teamed up to give you the most complete sports coverage in Siouxland. Watch live full broadcasts of local high school sports on SiouxlandProud.com. Just click live sporting events under the sports tab. KCAU 9 and Metro Sports TV. We're Siouxland proud.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
But he has a jersey underneath it.
Find your next career at CF Industries. Tonight's game is presented by CF Industries. The mission of CF Industries is to provide clean energy to feed and fuel the world. Outstanding game so far. Missed plays by both. We had 3 turnovers in the first half. In the first quarter. But here we are, and facing a 2nd down and 11 as we get started here, Mitch.
And I think, both teams trying to settle in, get the identity of both sides, just careless with the football on both sides, fumbling the football. But, hopefully second quarter here, teams are more sound with it. And
Panthers overshift. They go with a quick spot pass, but a lot of Panthers are there, including Jace DeGiorgio, who's playing a heck of a football game, and Jason made the play right there.
Yeah, on top of his, I believe he had 6 receptions and I think 4 or 5 tackles in his debut as a senior for the Panthers, and does a little bit on offense, a little bit on defense. Got to make sure he doesn't get too tired because he's a bigger body that you don't want to take out of the game.
3rd and 8. Last time they went with a pitch out, made it easily as they got to the outside with Kane Wallner. You're going to expect him to touch the football, though he's going to split out our way. What do we got brewing here? Mitch McCumber. Wallner looking right at us. Reed, the quarterback, looking at Wallner, throwing the out. He's going to make the catch. Panthers going to have to make the tackle. They do, and he picks the ball. He stripped him, and it's going the other way. What a play. Heads-up play right there by the Panthers. That's Jake Pick, who had an earlier fumble. A turnabout is fair play. He strips the ball right there. 1st down, Panthers.
And I think that's just going to be how teams get field position, is on the turnovers. It's a great play. Wallner's fighting for extra yards. And Pick just says, all right, well, you can go for extra yards, but this ball's going to stay right here. Takes it right from his grasp, and Dakota Valley now with great field position sitting at the 28-yard line.
Tegan Hoffman was the first Panther out there. He was pulling him down, and Jake Pick, just like they're taught, came over and stripped it. So
little
1st
Peanut
down.
Tillman.
You bet.
Yeah.
1st down, Luckin. Under center, don't see that much, and they're going to have the illegal motion on the Panthers that time as the right side. I think they're going to get Jace DeGiorgio moving just a little bit as he wanted that crackback block on the pitch.
Yeah, they got just a little bit too much motion. Just got to get guys set. Looks like it's Luckin, actually, who's the guilty party. Bennett in the backfield.
So another penalty on the Panthers. That's their 5th already here in the first. They go with 2 fumbles.
Really, those are drive killers, Pat.
Absolutely. 11-10 to go second quarter. Panthers have great field position as they go. Nice pitch out, and Boonster's going to turn the corner, keeps his feet, and boy, a lot of running. And he gets up more than the penalty yard. Is going to bring up a makeable 3rd down. I believe it's going to be about 3rd down and 4.
That was a good pickup. I might even give him 3.
You got to give him that.
And then with the penalty, it's only 2nd down. So second down.
No, 2nd down and 2.
So yeah, that was a good play, and that's the added dimension that Boonster makes back when he's in the backfield. These other runners are good. Could get you probably 8 yards. Boonster there gets you almost 13 on a run that kind of will look broken.
Panthers wearing the travel white with the purple trim. Luckin, fullback slam right up the middle to Preston Konopasek, who's had a couple of nice runs. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 1 there as nope, they're going to say he got the 1st down.
Seahawks 17-yard line.
So 1st down Panthers. As they, again, deep in.
And I just got to make sure you hold on to the football. And they got down into
fumbles at the 30 and fumbles at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, I was going to say, you get all the way into the red zone, you cannot have turnovers.
And they have dominated possession of the football. Need to punch it in here. Luckin, quick pitch back. And we're going boots running just 1 step from busting that. A quick pitch, great blocking up front by Welsh. Reinhardt again with a great play. Tegan Hoffman on the pole, good block, and Jace Hutchison, they're doing a heck of a job up front. Easton Van Scoy, who had such a big game last week.
Yeah, and Easton Van Scoy, I believe a commit over there on Wayne State. Big kid there. And offensive line doing well for the Panthers so far.
Van Scoy, 6'4", 250. Bunch backfield there. They're just going to slam right ahead, and I think we're going to have ourselves a hole right there as they just went a little quick. Konopasek leaned forward for the better part of 4 yards. But I think we're going to have a hold, and that one's going to come back.
Looked like it was almost on the pile, so I don't know. And I might.
There's your hold, and it's coming back. Line judge threw that one, and he was close to the action, and boy, you don't like to get holds on a quick hitter like that.
No, and especially, I mean, all the.
You never want to get a hold, but penalty number 6 for the Panthers to go with 2 fumbles, and right now, just get the ball in the end zone, fellas.
All right, I think the 5 officials out on the field think they're having a good game, but the 100 officials back next to us in the TV side don't think so.
Yeah, indeed. So it'll bring 1st down and 6 now. 16, excuse me, for the Panthers at the 16-yard line. Threatening again. Quick snap, they go wide. There goes Luckin, tries to get the outside. Bennett breaks a tackle, and he's going to run out of bounds. Very close to his 1st down. If he didn't get it, ball on the 16. They're going to mark it out of bounds. At about the 8-yard line.
Nice 8 or 9 yard run. Out at the 9.
Second and goal. So they did have 1st and goal at one point. Now it's 2nd down and 9. Look out for Boonstra right here. He's had some big yardage. Another counter trap. They go right up the middle to Konopasek, and he leans forward inside the 5-yard line.
And they're just kind of setting up, I think, obviously 4-down territory here.
To the 5-yard line.
We are sitting over on the DV side, so anytime it gets a little exciting, our cameras are a little blocked, so we do apologize
Big
about
student
that.
body here, but a lot of Panther fans crowding these stands. It's 3rd down and goal from the 5. Luckin surveys the field. The senior quarterback takes a snap, looks, fires a spot pass, ball's picked off, and it might go the other way. Luckin, the last man left, and he makes a tackle. So Drew didn't see it, and the ball was intercepted, went for a spot pass, and Kevin Strand, that sophomore linebacker you talked about in pregame, was sitting right there waiting for it. He got it.
Yeah, and that he kind of baited Luckin into that pass, and I don't think Drew saw him until after it was too late. Threw it right over the middle, and Strand had a little bit of a beat on it. And took it back.
Second turnover inside the 5-yard line. Oh my.
Those are killers.
You bet. So Drew thought he had something there. A little spot pass, intercepted, and first down. And again, penetration, but now he bounces outside, breaks a couple of tackles, picks up 11 yards. A couple Panthers had a shot at him behind the line of scrimmage, couldn't get him. And going to the outside and getting the first down. Monte came up and made the tackle.
That was one of them.
Branham bounced off that time. And no, they're going to say he's just short. He's going to be second down and 1. And if you're ever going to go up top, you might want to do this, but this Panther secondary is very athletic.
And they're solid all the way around, Pat. I think that was one of the better runs that the Seahawks have been able to get off a 9-yard gain on first down.
Someone other than their outstanding back, Wallner. And there's the pitch. And Teague's going to come out. And Teague Granum is going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a first down if they give him a front foot step. But I think we might have either a face mask or a hold. And I hope it's a hold because Carl Reinhardt is saying it's 7 penalties to 0 as the officials are going to talk this over.
Yeah, the 4 officials getting together, and like I said again, about the 100 or so extra officials on our sideline want it to go one way. And
yeah, we're stuck up here in the corner, but we're just glad to be here. A late edition,
night.
They're going to call holding because the Seahawks are heading back, and that's a good thing.
And that takes would have been probably a first down, even though they only needed to gain a yard. Backs it up, and
Easton Monaco has checked in. Coach Carl Reinhardt, assistant coach Eric Summervold, Cole Reinhardt, Anthony Payne, Alan Burns, Justin these guys are doing a great job of not a lot of depth, but they're rotating people in and out.
Yeah, and at first they had to take their first penalty because of rotation issues, and now they kind of got it settled down, and just keeping guys fresh that they're able to go 110% is huge, especially you see the size difference, not just in weight, but also in numbers here on the sidelines. And Canton's got, looks like about 20 more guys on their roster, and you know, when you can add 20 more different guys into different plays offensively and defensively, you have a lot more fresh guys. But Coach Reinhardt and this staff offensively and defensively doing a good job getting guys in and out.
Second 11, 7 minutes to go, second quarter. Panthers have been inside the 10-yard line of the Seahawks. They've turned it over twice. Hand off to Wallner. There's a big hole that time, and he pops out of there and brought down. They're leaning forward to about the 46-yard line. Just a little counter play, and Wallner found some room, picked up a first down.
And makes up all that penalty yardage and gets a first down for the Seahawks. But as we approach 6:30 left, we still have no score, Pat.
Yeah, hard to believe. Easton Monaco was checked into the game at that right defensive end, and they ran right at the youngster, and we'll get ready to play this time. Always tough that first play, and they come right at you with power. 6:30 to go, first quarter. 1st and 10 Seahawks. They're going to go hard count. They got the Panthers for their 8th penalty of the half. And
a lot of Panthers pointing out it could be a snap infraction. The officials are going to talk it over. That might be offensive. Pat, is maybe the center moved the ball that caused a false start.
Seth
maybe
Reinhardt
we didn't see.
He's gotten a little break. He's going to check back into the game. Seth has been outstanding. The sophomore has made big play penetration, and that is going to be a false start. So going to go back the other way. So it wasn't really a hard count. It was a hard attempt at a deke, and didn't work.
I mean, it worked if the officials didn't see it, because they did get a lot of Panthers jump off sides, but 1st and 15 for the Seahawks. Last time they had a penalty, they picked up the first 10 yards with ease.
Wallner checks out over here. They go with the old standard I formation. You don't see that much anymore. They go right up the middle and bouncing off, making a good play. And a nice run right there is Teague Granum, who's a little upset because he's turned the football over. And Granum bounce up. Reinhardt makes another tackle. Got some help in there by Preston Konopasek. Football all over Metro Sports tonight as we have O'Gorman playing #1 ranked Sioux Falls Lincoln. And Rob Maynard as the Hinton versus Western Christian. Tough injury for great quarterback Van Riggenmorter. Broke his arm for the Western Christian. Outstanding basketball player. Here's the handoff, and great play right there. As they tried again out of that old standard I, and they go slamming in there and making the play for the Panthers is number 79, and everybody's throwing their hands up because they don't have him in the roster. And we're waiting for the PA announcer, and he doesn't know who he is either. No name right there, but he's making play after play. Let's get that kid's name. Goodness sakes. You can't miss him. He's 6'6", 260. 3rd down and 6. Big play here in the first half right here. Panthers need to hold. As they go to a 3-man front, and checking over here is Wallner. Watch out for him. They try to get him. Teague in the backfield. You got to watch out for the screen pass. Out of the standard I, they go. Dropping back is Reed. Play action fake. Has a man. He fell down. Ball's incomplete. So he was looking, but he slipped and fell. Did the quarterback Reed? So we'll give the sack to, let's give it to Seth Reinhardt because he was the closest one there. How's that sound? Plus, he's the coach's son, and when they watch film together, he probably won't get yelled at as much. So Seth gets the tackle. He's the closest one, and that's going to bring up a 4th and 14. Big stop for the Panthers.
Yeah, it looked like just a little bit of momentum for the Seahawks after that interception, able to stop them now on 4th down. Looked like they had the pass completion on. Just the quarterback went down to a knee, and in high school, when you're on a knee,
Number 18, Andrew Ortman, popped open. That's who he was looking for.
And he made the catch, too.
As the Panthers went to double Kane Wallner, why wouldn't you? And now we're going to have a timeout. We're going to take a timeout with him. 3:54 to go. First half, Panthers have threatened 3 times, but 3 costly turnovers. We're still scoreless when we come back on Metro Sports TV.
Perfect ring is for Allie from Zach. They married without a diamond ring right before Zach went to serve his country. And now he's back. Jake and Sarah successfully pitched a big client together over a year ago. They got along very well. So well, in fact, Jake's about to pitch Sarah a proposal. Every diamond tells a story, but there's no story like yours. And there's no diamond like a Greenberg's diamond. Greenberg's Jewelers, a cut above the rest.
Thank you to Graham's Grill and Pub presenting tonight's football game. Go to Graham's Pub for daily lunch specials and a variety of nice things on their menu. Graham's Grill and Pub, proud presenters of tonight's special broadcast here at Dakota Valley as the sun starts to go down, and it is beautiful. Here's a punt after a great haul. That one gets up in the air that time, and Montag's going to just let her go. And this is as far back as the Panthers have been since early in the football game. 3:44 to go. Panthers with 3 costly turnovers. A fumble at the Seahawk 20, a fumble at the Seahawk 4-yard line, and a big pick in the end zone by the Seahawks, as the Panthers have simply dominated this football game, but have not been able to put the ball in the end zone. Mitch McCumber, 3:44 to go. You play cautiously. You've somewhat dominated the first half. Boy, it'd be deflating if you actually trailed after having such opportunities. Here's a pitch right there.
You got to make sure you hold on to the football. This Canton team is kind of smelling blood every time you have the football, and they're going to go stripping for it. And you said Dakota Valley's put together 2 really good drives inside the red zone, inside the 10-yard line, coughed it up both times, one by an interception, one by a fumble. And, you know, with the next 3 minutes and 20 seconds, you want to get a touchdown at the least, if not a field goal.
Tice Emmerich is our mysterious player. They had him as number 40, and we were just looking down the roster. Who's the biggest guy? Because he's 6'5", 250. Just a baby. He's a sophomore, but he is number 79, playing a good game. Drew Lucken brings it up here on 2nd down and 7. Going to drop, has a man deep, going to go big for him. The ball floating up there, and it is knocked away. Hung on to it just a little bit too long as Cortez flagged. The sophomore ran a post route. He was there, and Drew took just a little too long to get that one out to him.
I think he didn't realize that he had him open until it was too late, and then he had to try to throw him open across the middle of the field. Gave the defender enough time to get up to that one. unfortunately, because that could have been a big hitter for him. If Flagg's able to make his defender miss, he's gone for 6.
3rd down and 7. Last week, Drew Luckin completed 2 of those bombs for touchdowns to JSD Georgia. Couldn't hit up there, and this is going to bring up a 3rd down and 7. I'd like to see Drew run the football just one time just to keep them honest. They're coming with the blitz. They were going to run the option to the weak side. Had numbers over there, had it gone, but another penalty, and that is penalty number 9 on the Panthers to go with 3 turnovers here in the first half.
I tell you what, you want to win games like that, and especially defensively. I know Coach Reinhardt's going to have a couple words with his team at halftime, and to be even tied in a ball game where you have 3 turnovers and 9 penalties, you are very, very lucky. And against a good Canton team yourself, if you've been playing solid defense, got to make sure you take advantage of those opportunities. So now you sit with 3rd and 13.
3rd down and 13, and Drew Luckin is going to look. He took a big shot last time. Maybe we go shorter this time. He sets, steps up, has no running room, trying to make round throws, ball knocked away. Tried to make a play that time to Drew Luckin, but the Seahawks are taking special notice. They're sending an extra player after Drew on every play.
And not giving him time to find the open receiver. I think, any blitz packages or you have a spy, that guy's coming up. Drew hasn't done really much with his legs so far, so that spy's not sitting back anymore. He's coming after Drew and forcing him to get rid of the ball earlier than he'd like to, and they force a 3 and out, and now they're punting with
51 to go, and the Panthers will have to punt the ball. Drew Luckin is the punter, and he's a good one, and he hits this one nice as it's going to go out of bounds at about the 42-yard line, I believe. So good field position. I'm going to say 40-yard line, and Coach Carl Reinhardt gives the side judge a stare. How about, oh, no, now they're going to move it back. Okay, now Coach is happy. I see. Stopped at the 42, and the
ball definitely went out before then, but
back judge came over and said, hey, let's move this one back. So scoreless game, but all of a sudden the change in momentum after the big interception at the goal line by the Seahawks, and now they have 1st down inside Panther territory at the 47-yard line. Pat Schultz, Mitch McCumber here on a beautiful night from Canton, South Dakota. Out here in the Western Prairie. Reed, the quarterback, is going to look. Got a hole on the outside. Nothing called. There's a pass lobbed up there, and it's going to be caught. And it's, I believe, as that one was just kind of tossed up there, and play was T. Graham made the play as the Panthers looked like they had it covered very well, but didn't simply play the ball as Montag and Konopasek allowed him to catch the ball as it looked like it was just thrown away.
Yeah, just kind of a jump ball there, and went up and into double coverage and made the play, and that's a huge gain, and it sets the Seahawks at the 25-yard line.
Big play. Here's the pitch, putting his head down and shaking tackles. Ball's on the ground. I believe the Panthers have it. They do.
Man, any time that this Seahawks team is threatened, the DV defense is right there. They make a big play again.
Big turnover that way as Wallner, his 2nd fumble as it gets out there, gets stripped, and a big play by Montag coming back. Gunnar Montag stripped it from behind.
I tell you what, the way that this game's going, the first team to make it to the end zone is going to be the one that wins it, because neither team has been able to get a drive that's been sustainable inside to score a touchdown.
Both teams with 3 turnovers here tonight. Great job by our producer, Riley Lillenquist, grabbing that replay as these teams playing turnover, and the Panthers now with 2:29, but bad field position. See what they can do here. Luckin, the quarterback, they've been keying on him. They go right up the middle, and Konopasek gets the ball and is going to gain some yardage. Safe play. Only 1 timeout for the Seahawks. They'll probably use it on the 3rd down. As the Panthers look like they're going to try to get to halftime. Everybody regroup, get a little stick 'em on their hands, and away you go.
Well, and the big thing too, Pat, is the Dakota Valley Panthers will receive the second half kickoff since they deferred the opening kick, and they will receive the second half. So here, even if you don't get any points, just don't let Canton get into good field position if you have to punt the ball away. And
clock running, 1:52 to go. Fleet Farm is going to get a bunch of orders for glue and stick 'em here at halftime from both coaches. Luckin looks, fires, sets his foot, goes long. DeGeorgia out there, but it's going to be too long and incomplete and out of bounds. As had a step on him, but T. Granum was on the coverage, sort of, but he just, nice defense. He kind of just chased him out of bounds.
Yeah, and that ball looked like, and it looked like almost like DeGeorgia lost a step there, so I don't know if he was interfered with or not, but ball falls incomplete. Coach Reinhardt can't believe it on the sideline. He's talking to the back official.
Well, I thought it was, he just took the angle away from him a little bit, and the ball landed out of bounds. You're not going to get a call when the ball lands out of bounds. Got a couple of scores coming in as Sioux Falls Lincoln leads O'Gorman 22-13. That game right before half. A couple of highly ranked teams right there. So timeout call. We're going to take a timeout with them when we come back. We're still scoreless here in Canton on a beautiful night for football.
Welcome to Wall of Fame, where style meets customization, specializing in crafting custom clothing and print shirts. We ensure every stitch and every print is of the highest quality, so you get the best clothes every time. We're here for all your promotion needs, and the best part, our process is seamless. Simply share your designs with us and we'll handle the rest. Get custom clothes for the best price. Wall of Fame.
We're scoreless here in Canton. The Panthers will face a 3rd down and 8, 1:37 to go. No timeouts left. If you run the clock, you're going to be punting. They'll roughly get the ball back with possibly 40 seconds left. Mitch McCumber, what are you doing here? Do you take the risk? Everybody's been turning it over. But we've seen that punting the ball is not the safest thing ever in high school football this year. All kinds of
our first punt in this game went over the punter's head, but no scoring in our matchup. The Hinton matchup, though, 20-14. Hinton leads over Western Christian.
Wow.
Good game there. Rob got the call just a couple seconds before halftime in that one.
Luckin will go in the shotgun, steps up under pressure, rolls to his right, tuck it under Drew. Keep it going, keep going. Oh, don't run out of bounds, kid. And he did run out of bounds, and that's going to stop the clock. And I think Drew's going to watch tape, and he's going to go, I wish I would not have ran out of bounds.
I give the
extra time
Seahawks with 90 seconds to work with here after the punt's away, and hope it gets a little bit better punt than last time, although they marked it around on the 48-yard line. You'd still like a longer punt than that.
We want Drew to run the football more, but we don't
not
want him
out of bounds. Yes.
With 1:30 to go, so good field position, and the very dangerous T. Graham, who's made some plays, is back there. Luckin gets one off. This is a tail dragger. He's going to take a Panther bounce, get up there, because he's going to pick this bugger up at about the 48-yard line as the Panthers were fighting with the blockers and not getting down there. Unfortunately, Graham Wallner of all people, let that punt go. Wow. So first down, 1:22 to go, so we were hoping they'd get the ball back with 40 seconds, but now they've got more than a minute.
More than a minute, no timeouts for you to use the sidelines, and the way that they've been running the ball, I assume the screen passes and everything is going to open up for Canton. Just got to play solid defense if your DV take this thing to half at 0.
One sack could ruin the whole possession right
Absolutely.
here. Let's hope the Panthers get in there. Seth Reinhardt has been pressuring the quarterback all night. He's inside. He's coming hard, getting double teamed, but here he comes. There's the pressure. There's your sack, and that's going to bring it back as our mysterious man who's been playing a great game all game was Tice Emmerich. Tice, the big sophomore. Boy, these two sophomores, Reinhardt and Emmerich, are outstanding. Both of them made the play there.
And that's just pressure. I think that's a coverage sack is what you would call that. Great play down the field by the DV defenders, able to.
One timeout was left for the Seahawks. They used that, so they had it flipped around on the scoreboard, but there's your last timeout with 1:11 to go, and it'll be down 2nd and 16. If you're ever going to see a draw or a screen, it'll be right here. Mitch McCumber. Join us all year long on Metro Sports and watch us free and live, and then on demand on our premium YouTube and metrosports.tv. You can also get us on Twitter Live. You can watch us on SiouxlandProud.com and get in the zone tonight. Watch Sports Zone with Anthony, who does such a great job as the KCA group, proud partners of Metro Sports.
And I think that's been a huge thing for us, is partnering up with Channel 9. They do such a good job of bringing.
And Channel 13 in Sioux Falls, KSFY. Now, Mitch McCumber and I were just talking. There's 3,200 people watching on Dakota News Now website. Big game up there. And, of course, Sioux Falls is just sports hungry. Here's the pitch out. Wallner's going to try to get a block. Does. Turns up, head of steam. Tripped up short of the first down at the 45-yard line. Clock will run with 1 minute to go. Jake Pick made another play, and if he doesn't trip him up, look out. Did they say the first down? Nope, that's third down. They said he went out of bounds to stop the clock. Goodness. And, of course, we didn't see that. The Panthers found that's going to bring up third down and 5, 1:04 to go at the Panther 46-yard line. Big play right here in the first half. Scoreless football game. Both teams playing giveaway. Reed's going to drop, set, fires, looks. It's going to be overthrown. Good coverage again by the Panthers as Pick was out there. He's playing a great football game. Is Jake Pick on that defensive secondary. He's made a couple of plays, recovered a fumble, stripped a fumble. Good coverage there. It's 4th down and 4 from 58. Got to punt the football here.
Absolutely. I was just going to say, you can't go for it here. Your ball is on near midfield at the 46-yard line, and you're going to have to punt the ball and just hope that DV plays kind of like a zero coverage and lets the ball go over their head, and it keeps rolling around.
Seth Reinhardt came off the field, and they look like they're going to go hard count, no doubt, here on 4th and 4 from the 58-yard line. If they don't go a hard count, Seth Reinhardt is off the field. Nope, they're going to run a play. Wallner is going to get to the outside, and he has himself his first down as he drug it in. 4th and 4, gutsy play, and they caught the Panthers by surprise as Reinhardt had come off the field on 4th and 4 expecting the punt. They turned around and went for it, and the Panthers couldn't call timeout because they didn't have any left.
And they're trying to get substitutions now back on the side as they get the chains set, and first down, 47 seconds.
So heads up coaching right there. Rich Lundstrom. They're going to move it back to 52 seconds, and things aren't going well on this final possession for the Panthers. 4th down and 4. You went with your punt team. They ran it off tackle, got a first down, stopped the clock, and actually gained some clock. Now the clock running. First down. Read the quarterback, stacked backfield. They're going to run it again. Wallner now starting to wear down. He runs out of bounds. Gain of about 4 on the play, but stops the clock, setting up a 2nd down and 6. Kane Wallner certainly has been the workhorse. One, because ball's been, well, he's got a fumble tonight too. I was going to say he's the only one to handle the ball, but he fumbled last time. So.
And 43 seconds. I think any run play is going to have to go to the outside or for a first down here, because keep checking off too much time. You're not going to have enough time with both teams with no timeouts left.
One sack could end the half. 2nd down, 6. Counter reverse, and that's going nowhere. Great job by the Panthers. Again, penetration. Again, they slip in there, and goodness, they got it up. They have got their timeouts all messed up as they've got another one. Van Scoy made the tackle. They've had 0 on the Canton side for 2 minutes, but apparently they had another one, so timeout called.
It looks like Canton that's their 2nd timeout they use, so they have the 3rd one, so they can still use another one.
No, they flip-flopped him now, so who has the timeouts left, Mitch McCumber? Read that scoreboard for
knows?
Me. Well, nevertheless, it's going to be 3rd down and 7, 35 seconds to go. 4-down territory. Panthers can give up a first down as long as they don't give up a touchdown, and it would be disheartening because the Panthers have turned the ball over inside the Seahawk 5-yard line twice, and a fumble at the 20. 3 turnovers, 10 flags, and the Panthers, who seem to be in control of the football game early, and now all of a sudden I see Big Wallner start to pick up 4 or 5 yards with ease.
Well, that's the thing too, Pat. They played such a sloppy first half and still find themselves deadlocked here at 0. So if they can get out of the half 0-0, I think they're going to be extremely happy. Just got to get a stop here on 3rd and 4th down.
3rd down, 7 right here. bunch type. They're going to turn, pitch. He's going to throw the ball back to the quarterback, who is somewhat open, and he's going to break a tackle and get brought down at the 1-yard line. As again, the Panthers did not, a slow developing play. As you saw it coming, the quarterback throw back, and it took forever. We do have a penalty flag down at about the 12-yard line, as Wallner threw a pass to the quarterback, Alex Reed, and goodness sakes, that one took forever to develop, but it did, and it's going to be either first down.
It looks like they're talking over to Canton, so it might be on Dakota Valley, the penalty.
Face mask is called. It's going to be first down at the 1-yard line. So 26 seconds to go in the half. Big play right there.
A huge play, and I think that they got pressure on the outside, did Dakota Valley. It just looked like they weren't able to get to the quarterback there and stop this play. And
well, you're going to see a full dose of Wallner right here. He's going to get it behind that big line penetration, but he just leaps in there for the touchdown. So all that hard work by the Panthers with 23 seconds to go in the half. They get the 1-yard touchdown run, and boy, that was a tough one right there. Panthers have done so many things right, but made mistakes at critical times, and then were fooled on just a little throwback to the quarterback, and the first touchdown is good. So the extra point by the Seahawks with 23 seconds to go. Panthers will get the ball to start the second half. Kick is up, and the kick is no good. So hasn't been the cleanest football game, but the Panthers are still in it. 23 seconds to go. Possibly the Georgia or Boonstra can get a big run back with 23 seconds to go. Give the Panthers a chance to score again. Thanks for joining us on Metro Sports, and thanks to our presenting sponsor, Graham's Grill and Pub. Go to their daily lunch specials and go there after Panther games, win or loss, win or lose. Head to Graham's Grill. 23 seconds to go, an error-plagued first half. Both teams 3 turnovers, penalties galore, and just when you thought they were going to make a big play on 3rd down and 9, they ran the old schoolyard play, and it was a big one. Again, Panthers corners didn't play the ball very well there and kind of allowed it to, stood there and looked at it. You need to go up there and make a play on the ball, knock it away, but too late now, and now we'll see if they can run it back. Next week, Metro Sports TV, Thursday night special. We've got the old rivalry. The East High Black Raiders ranked number 9 in Class 5A against Bishop Heelan, as they're ranked number 5 in Class 3A. So East Heelan Thursday night special. And then Friday night, we will be all over the place at West Sioux, as West Sioux will play George Little Rock, and we'll possibly have West Des Moines Valley against Johnston. A little rumor I've been hearing lately. Mitch McCumber.
Take a nice little matchup there in central Iowa.
They're all nice matchups there. 23 seconds to go. Panthers, they need to bounce back a little bit. Disheartening to control 3/4 of the first half. They're going to kick it long, and we're going to have a run back, and they slip and fall, and that's going to. Brady Weaver made the catch, couldn't get his feet, and unfortunate, because I think he would have got to about the 40-yard line before he was touched, but 21 seconds to go, and we'll see what the quarterback Drew Luckin can do. Panthers trail 6-0. Once again, Panthers have 3 shots in the first half to score inside the 5-yard line twice. Fumble and interception, and then a fumble at the 20-yard line. Have just been. If you don't put them away early, that's what happens. Then you give up a fluke play, and boom, you're behind. So we'll see what Drew Luckin, the senior quarterback, can pull out right here. Metro Sports Player of the Week. He certainly has the talent. He's going to drop back, load up that big right arm, fires it up there. Jason DeGeorge's out there, and he can't get it. They went long. He had a step. The ball was well thrown and threw it. The only place anybody could catch it would be Jace, and he just couldn't get that. And we've got a cramp, I believe, on that first one of the night as Boonstra goes down. We don't want to see that. It's going to be 15 seconds left. And boy, I'll tell you what, that was a well-thrown football.
And just out of the outstretched arms of the Georgia there, as it looked like he had a step on his defender, just fell aimlessly to the turf and sets up. But that's just the ability of this offense. They have one play, can be a big strike, so they're definitely not out of this contest with being down just 6-0. And you got to remind everyone that they do receive the second half kickoff as well too. So
you don't want to get too crazy.
No.
And turn over the football. You certainly don't want to do that. Find your next career at CF Industries. Tonight's game is presented by CF Industries. The mission of CF Industries is to provide clean energy to feed and fuel the world. How about that, Mitch McCumber? So right now, Boonstra is down with cramps. We're going to take a little break. 15 seconds to go in the first half. It's 6-0. Canton leads the Panthers.
You don't just play, you game. United Sports Academy at CNOS Fieldhouse has every field for every player. 20,000 square feet of turf, 3 batting cages, volleyball courts, basketball courts, pickleball, and more. If you got game, you got to get to United Sports Academy. Challenge yourself and sign up for programs, teams, or even rent the facility. Lessons, sports clinics, and training for every athlete. Get your game on at United Sports Academy.
Welcome back. 15 seconds to go in the first half. Pat Schultz, Mitch McCumber, watching Drew Lucken go to a knee, and we're going to go to the second half as the clock runs at 6-0. The Panthers so close from certainly dominating the first half, but they've played hard, made some mistakes. Coach Reinhardt will bring them into the locker room, give them a little stick-em, give them a little pep talk, and hopefully come out like they did to start the game. They trail 6-0. Pat Schultz, Mitch McCumber will be back with the halftime show brought to you by Greenberg's Jewelry. It's 6-0 at half. You're watching Metro Sports TV.
Welcome to Wall of Fame, where style meets customization, specializing in crafting custom clothing and print shirts. We ensure every stitch and every print is of the highest quality, so you get the best clothes every time. We're here for all your promotion needs, and the best part, our process is seamless. Simply share your designs with us and we'll handle the rest. Get custom clothes for the best price. Wall of Fame.
Josh and Emily are visiting Emily's parents this weekend, where Josh will propose. He's nervous, but not about the ring. Well done, Josh. Well done. Chase is proposing to Ashley at the resort where they first met. Ashley was vacationing with friends, but Chase ended up being her best friend of all, plus some. Every diamond tells a story, but there's no story like yours. And there's no diamond like a Greenberg's diamond. Greenberg's Jewelers, a cut above the rest.
Jackrabbits don't wait to see what the future holds. They build it. At South Dakota State University, the next generation's leaders are preparing to launch. They're focusing on growth, and they're reaching new heights of excellence across vital industries. SDSU is building something greater for South Dakota and the world. Join us.
A lot happens in Siouxland every day.
KCAU 9 News cuts through the noise every day to bring what's happening around your community into focus.
Amplifying what matters in Siouxland.
Your time is valuable.
So when this happens, and this happens,
and this, count on KCAU 9 News to bring you what matters.
KCAU 9 News. We are Siouxland proud.
You don't just play, you game. United Sports Academy at CNOS Fieldhouse has every field for every player. 20,000 square feet of turf, 3 batting cages, volleyball courts, basketball courts, pickleball, and more. If you got game, you got to get to United Sports Academy. Challenge yourself and sign up for programs, teams, or even rent the facility. Lessons, sports clinics, and training for every athlete. Get your game on at United Sports Academy. Online at usportsacad.com.
Things are growing great at Baumgar's, your one-stop shop for plants and trees of all kinds. You'll find what you need for all your lawn and garden projects, from bulbs or seeds to things to kill those nagging weeds, from tillers, trimmers, and mowing machines to spreaders and fertilizers to keep your lawn green. You'll find patio furniture and grills and landscaping galore, because Baumgar's is your lawn and garden headquarters store.
What you need when you need it at Baumgar's.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Make all your shopping happier with a MasterCard Gold Rewards credit card at Telco Triad Community Credit Union. Gold Rewards cardholders enjoy low 8.9% APR plus monthly cash back on every purchase. No annual fees, no cash advance fees, and no balance transfer fees. Apply online or in person today. At Telco Triad, it's where you belong.
There's nothing like small-town Iowa. There's something about the people, the community, the values. That's why we call Northwest Iowa home. We're here for our community. We're here to build a better tomorrow. We continue to provide personalized service and innovative products to help achieve your financial goals and dreams. At Iowa State Bank, we're your neighbor, your friend, your trusted bank.
Iowa State Bank, we're ready for you.
A 1-yard run by Kane Wallner with 21 seconds to go in the first half is your only score as Canton leads by the score of 7-0. If you like what you see, please check out our QR code and send a little, make sure we can continue on with these broadcasts. Any generosity is appreciated as we bring you all kinds of sports on Metro Sports TV. So glad to have you tonight. And the Panthers, 3 crucial turnovers, as 2 times they fumbled the ball inside, once at the 20, once at the 4, and then a key interception late as Drew Luckin didn't quite see the linebacker drop back in coverage, and there was an interception in the end zone. So 3 costly turnovers have given the Panthers a chance to score, but they haven't got it in the end zone. And then late in the first half, the Seahawks did on the 1-yard run by their outstanding USD signee, Kane Wallner, all 6'4", 220. Key throwback pass from Wallner to the quarterback, Alex Reed, was the big play that set that up on a play that, oh boy, took all day to develop, but in the end, it worked perfectly, and that set up the only touchdown as the Panthers need to get on after dominating most of the first half, find themselves down 6-0. Metro Sports, Rob Maynard's over in Hinton as Hinton leads Western Christian at half. And if you really enjoy football, jump over to our Metro Sports Sioux Falls as Brad Newitt and his crew have Lincoln versus O'Gorman. All kinds of football on Metro Sports. Another quick update, West Des Moines Valley leads Dowling 20-13 at the half. We say that because we will be covering West Des Moines Valley sports for Metro Sports. Maybe even next week we'll find out as the schedule. The schedule next week looks like it's going to be West Sioux against George Little Rock in one football game. Of course, we'll have our Sioux Falls game of the week. That is to be determined as we choose that one with the matchups each week. And then possibly have West Des Moines Valley against Johnston. Well, when we come back, Mitch McCumber will join us. We'll go over some first half highlights and lowlights and turnovers for the name of the story on a beautiful night and the plains as the sun's starting to go down to the west. That golden sunlight and this outstanding football facility here in Canton. Let's hope the Panthers can hang on the ball, come out with some fire, take the lead and win this football game. When we come back on Metro Sports.
And Emily are visiting Emily's parents this weekend, where Josh will propose. He's nervous, but not about the ring. Well done, Josh. Well done. Chase is proposing to Ashley at the resort where they first met. Ashley was vacationing with friends, but Chase ended up being her best friend of all, plus some. Every diamond tells a story, but there's no story like yours. And there's no diamond like a Greenberg's diamond. Greenberg's Jewelers, a cut above the rest.
Jackrabbits don't wait to see what the future holds. They build it. At South Dakota State University, the next generation's leaders are preparing to launch. They're focusing on growth, and they're reaching new heights of excellence across vital industries. SDSU is building something greater for South Dakota and the world. Join us.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome to Wall of Fame, where style meets customization, specializing in crafting custom clothing and print shirts. We ensure every stitch and every print is of the highest quality, so you get the best clothes every time. We're here for all your promotion needs, and the best part, our process is seamless. Simply share your designs with us and we'll handle the rest. Get custom clothes for the best price. Wall of Fame.
Make all your shopping happier with a MasterCard Gold Rewards credit card at Telco Triad Community Credit Union. Gold Rewards cardholders enjoy low 8.9% APR plus monthly cash back on every purchase. No annual fees, no cash advance fees, and no balance transfer fees. Apply online or in person today. At Telco Triad, it's where you belong.
A lot happens in Siouxland every day.
KCAU 9 News cuts through the noise every day to bring what's happening around your community into focus.
Amplifying what matters in Siouxland.
Your time is valuable.
So when this happens, and this happens,
and this, count on KCAU 9 News to bring you what matters.
KCAU 9 News. We are Siouxland proud.
Cody. Welcome back to Metro Sports TV. The Panthers trail here at the half as they get ready, which we hope is a big second half as turnovers galore hurt the Panthers as they get the ball here to start the second half. Mitch McCumber, as we look at some of the first half highlights, lowlights, if you will, on some plays. The Panthers just gave up way too many, had opportunities, as here you see their first big break. Snap over there, Jace DeGeorgia comes in and just smacks him. Panthers had a chance to go, but then they ended up fumbling at the 20-yard line. And here's the offensively, nice pitch play out here. Get inside the 10-yard line, and there's a fumble. And that was a yardage. Same play that they would fumble on a little bit later. And here's again as the Panthers with a big run. So a couple of good run plays by Boonstra have been big. He went out with cramps late in the first half, which kind of hurt the Panthers. And there's one of those key plays as they come over there here in the first half as we get set on a beautiful night for football here in the West as Panthers come up here with a big fourth down players, a strip by Pick, and the Panthers would drive down, have a third down and goal at the 5-yard line, and a big interception by Canton made the play in the end zone as the Panthers were threatening right there. And Mitch McCumber, you saw the first half. Your thoughts? What do the Panthers got to do besides hang on to the football?
And get into the end zone. I think those are the only two obvious glaring things that they need to do. They had, like we talked about, 2 really good drives, got inside the 10-yard line, just turned the ball over, hang on to that ball, and you score there, and you find yourself leading at the half. I think first possession, second half, establish it. You get the ball to start the half. Do what was working for you. Run the ball effectively. Throw the ball. Get your receivers in some space to make some plays. Sustain a drive. Don't turn the ball over. Get right back into this game. Kick your PAT. Take a 1-point lead, and let the defense ride out the rest of the game.
Saw one of those big sacks by Seth Reinhardt. He has been outstanding as the Panthers need to hang on to the ball and come back as Sergeant Bluff stunning Sioux City East 7-3 at the half. Whoa, I don't like that idea. Come on.
Sergeant Bluff kind of running a little bit different offense this year. They're running a little bit what the Seahawks are. A lot of different misdirections, a lot of wing T stuff that we haven't seen in a long time in Sergeant Bluff. But that East offense has a chance to score at will in the second half, and I think Bob Goodman and that offense will get plays going and get them into the win column to start off 2-0, because they'll have a big matchup coming in week 3 that you talked about before.
Mitch, we're looking at quarterback Drew Lucken. He has been under a lot of heat as they've been sending an extra player at Drew. What does he have to do to have a big second half?
I think he's made the right plays, except for that interception over the middle. Had a receiver open, just kind of kept his eyes on him too much. But just make the right plays. You don't have to do too much. This offense was proven that they can move the ball, and you still only find yourself down 6, so you don't have to get it all back in one play. Kind of do what Coach Reinhardt says, and I know made them preach at halftime, just brick by brick, move the chains and move the scoreboard up. And once they get the first one in, Pat, I think it's going to keep steam rolling for them, and I think we're due for a exciting second half. As only 6 points to show in the first half, and I think we get at least double that, if not triple, on both sides.
Support Metro Sports. If you see our QR code, make sure you scan that and help us continue to bring you the best in high school athletics at Metro Sports. Busy night, busy week next week. Our Thursday night special will be East versus Heelan. That'll be a dandy from Olson, and rumor is that could be a drone game. I don't know, Mitch McCumber. Do you want to pilot that drone, or am I going to have to do it again?
I can't fly. You don't want me flying that thing.
No doubt.
I'll hold it and just run around the track with it. How's that sound?
You can run the mobile. Tonight's game is presented by CF Industries. Find your next career at CF Industries. Tonight's game is presented by CF Industries, as their mission is to provide clean energy to feed and fuel the world. And also our good friends at Graham's Grill and Pub. Go for their daily specials and their outstanding menu, and go after a Panther game, or even before a Panther game. We like to do that, don't we, Mitch McCumber?
Yeah, as long as it's not up here in Canton. Just make sure we just take a quick drive over
not quick tonight with all that construction going on. Kind of put a damper on our usual quick trip, but our great producer, Riley Lillenquist, didn't let us down. Josh Windeling, if you're watching, you see the QR code. Get your camera or get your phone out and get in that billfold get that billfold open for once. I always see it open when we play golf together, putting my dollar bills in your billfold. Dale Rapids leads Madison 23-13. You can see highlights tonight on KCAU Sports Zone at 10 p.m. with Anthony Mitchell. Go there each night. Our featured schools are also featured on KCAU. You will see highlights of Dakota Valley, Spirit Lake, a new one for us this year. Mitch McCumber, that's a lot of fun. Oh, they're up big on 42-0 on Sioux Center. East High, of course. West Sioux, Hinton. Hinton leads Western Christian at the half. So big night for our featured schools. Let's just hope the Panthers can bounce back right here and come back and win this football game. They trail 6-0. Both teams with 3 turnovers. The Panthers with 10 penalties as well. And as you said, A couple of them really hurt the drives.
Yeah, and that's the big thing too. Is like if you're going to turn the ball over, you can't have penalties. And if you're going to have penalties, you can't turn the ball over. And so far, DV had probably one of the sloppiest halves of football they played in a long time, and they still only find themselves down 6-0. They get the ball to start the second half, correct things that you didn't do right in the first half, and all of a sudden you find yourself in the ball game. Hinton just got a turnover, and they're up 27-14 on our other score there, and they're 5 minutes left to go in the third.
Big win by the Blackhawks if they can pull that one. Stay tuned for our Wall of Fame player of the game, brought to you by Wall of Fame of Sioux City. And go to Metro Sports TV for next week's schedule and our features. As we get set for the second half, the Panthers will receive. Need some big plays to get things rolling, and I'd like to see a good start. Daubers were a little bit down as things didn't go well that final 2 minutes, really, of the fourth quarter. Tyler Kloek is back deep. He's just a freshman. Like to see this kid touch the ball, as well as Drew Weber are back deep as the Seahawks will kick it off on this beautiful football night. Boy, couldn't draw it up. And the officials are going to stop this already.
Looks like the play clock started going a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like the timer, he's in a hurry to get to Graham's Grill or somewhere, because he had it going and kicker was still 7 yards away from the football. Now they get it timed up, and here's the kick to start the second half. And it's going to take a strange bounce. Let it go out of bounds. Yep, there we go. The young freshman gave it a look, and fortunately the Panthers staff was over there. Let it go out, and he did. And it's going to be first down Panthers as the ball goes out of bounds, and they're going to have good field position at the 35-yard line with a first down as the Panthers look.
It goes out of bounds.
Yeah, one of those kicks are kind of scary, Pat, too, especially when they kind of tiptoe on the sideline. Is you're going to let it go out, or you're going to let it, and if it stays in bounds, all of a sudden the kicking team can get it, and they would start with great field position, already up 6. You can't let the ball stay in bounds.
Boonstra with 67 yards in the first half. Konopasek had 47 yards on just limited carries, only 7 carries. So they have been getting good yards on the run. Drew Luckin's going to roll to his left, pitches it back late to his brother, and they're going to be all over Bennett. Luckin, as he is hit hard, and the junior is knocked down.
That's good pursuit there, defensive angles by the Seahawks, and gaining
not much.
Nothing on the play, maybe even a loss of a yard.
They're going to say he lost a yard. So it is going to bring up second down and a long 11 for the Panthers. 1-0 on the season. Big win over previously #1 Del Rapids, who is rolling tonight. They're probably an angry football team. Panthers need to get angry here on their first possession of the second half. Luckin going to go option this side. Pitches it out. Bennett's going to turn the corner. Has running room. Leans forward. Takes quite a hit. And I'll tell you what, T. Graham has had an early fumble. Since then, he has played ticked off as he comes up.
He laid the wood on that hit.
He did. And it's going to be third down after the gain of 6. Short 5 to go for the Panthers. Opening series, second half. The big guys up front have done well. Van Scoy, Hoffman, Hutchison, Welsh have all played well up front. They're going to go with a quick pitch and getting the first down and more, as that outstanding run by Jackson Boonstra. And he, boy, I tell you what, he levels those pads, he lowers them a little bit with those quick feet. He can pick up 5 yards in a hurry.
And good to see he's, cramp-free to start this second half, as, he came out at limits the offensive capabilities for Dakota Valley, but you throw him into the backfield and there's 3 or 4 different guys that can touch the football and make plays happen for Dakota Valley.
First down Panthers. As they're trying to get inside Seahawk territory. Boonstra again spins, twists, and fights and scrambles and picks up the better part of 6 yards right there. Nice job right there.
They're just going to keep pounding the rock, Pat. I think it's going to set up play action eventually But right now, when you're getting 5 to 6 yards per carry, I'd keep running the football.
Coach Carl Reinhardt likes to play that way, of course. Former big lineman at South Dakota State. So 2nd down, 3 right here. I would get a full dose of Mr. Boonstra. He has gotten positive yardage as he's starting to get up to about 100 yards. There's a pop right up the middle. Good yardage right there by Preston Konopasek. So one of the keys to the game from Vern Ide, keys to the game, is we revisit those. Coach Reinhardt wanted to run the football. They've done a nice job, well over 150 yards rushing.
Yeah, and I think it's all types of ways with your options, your draws, your traps, counters, anything like that. They're going to need a heavy dose of run in the second half, and it's just a way that they can start building this offense to get into the red zone where they've been before.
Panthers have 13 first downs, both of them by the running, as Drew Lucken has not been able to get the pass game that was so effective last week as they pitch out there, and Konopasek is going to fall forward for about 3-4 yards. No, that's Bennett Lucken, excuse me. And he gains a few yards, and it's going to bring up a 2nd down and about, we're going to give him a long 6 on that. As Drew Lucken steps up. Drew threw a costly interception. I think he'd want that back. That play looked really good when it was developing. Here's the pitch. Boonstra, that quick one. And he leans forward, gets to about the 33-yard line. It's going to be short of his first down. Coming up and making a nice tackle on the play was number 43, Mason Bentz, who the junior. He's made some plays from that free safety position. But we've been really impressed with Kevin Strand, the 6-foot, 220-pound sophomore linebacker, had 7 tackles in the first half in that key interception.
Yeah, all around the field, and just a young pup, too. He's got 2 more years here at Canton, so excited to see what he can do. 3rd down and 3. They go dive right up the middle. Konopasek's going to fight, and try to bunt. He's going to fumble the football, and they're going to lose yardage right there as he's trying to get outside. Got within about a yard of his first down, but the fumble's going to bring it back. Panthers did pick this one up, but that's going to hurt. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 7. So instead of 4th down and a long 1, you're going to have 4th down and a long 6. And that's almost a drive killer. We'll see. I think they're going to punt it, as Reinhardt gave the kick signal to Lucken, and it looks like they will punt this football away.
Not a bad idea as your first possession of the second half, as Drew Lucken, though, is very, very dangerous back there. And he could take off at any moment. He is going to kick it, and he's going to look for the sideline. It's going to be a tail dragger, and it's going to hang in at the 3-yard line. So big play by the Panthers right there as Drew Lucken says, well, you know what? You're going to take the pass away from me. I'll pin you back with my foot. So way back for the first possession, and I think you're going to get a full dose of for the Seahawks, you're going to get a full dose of Cam Wallner.
I saw a full dose of him in the first half. I would be hard-pressed to not see him more in the second half.
But Grand has also ran the ball well, too, number 10. So Panthers, who played very well up front, are getting set. Here's a pop and going and breaking a tackle inside the 5 was Wallner, and that was a big one right there. As sophomore, number 79, Tice Emmerich, hit him low. He bounced off and got something out of nothing.
And that's a big play, too, because not only are you now, we're backed up against your own end zone, about 6-7 yards of breathing room where you can, run a little bit deeper out of the backfield is being pressed up there.
These 2 sophomore tackles for Dakota Valley, Reinhardt and Emmerich. Oh, boy, there's something else. Another dive. Panthers look like they got this one stacked up pretty good. Good penetration defensively. And
it's like no gain on the play on that one.
No gain on the play. Konopasek came up from the outside, made the tackle. He's played an outstanding game. Has Preston, the senior. 5'11", 190. And we've got a 3rd down and 4. And this big DV crowd is up and ready to go. Led by Cody, the basketball manager. He's got them up. And there's a big play right here. Got to watch the hard count. They got the Panthers on there once. 3rd down, 4. They're going to go with a draw play. Penetration, they got him. They came with the corner blitz that time as Pick, the corner, makes another big play.
Yeah, and you're backed up so far in your own end zone or your own line to gain, and although 4th and 3, I think it's got to be an obvious punt situation for Canton here as they're way backed up. And
well, they caught the Panthers the last time on a 4th and 4. Panthers put in the punt team, did not have any timeouts left. They ran just a basic pitch play, and they picked up a first down, which set up the ensuing touchdown. Montag is standing at his 40-yard line. He has not caught a punt to return. He's getting a little too far back, but Coach Reinhardt says get back there. They might have a chance to block it, and they just missed it. Montag should pick this one up and go right up the middle, pick up some yardage. Right, goes the outside, gets a block in the back, gets another block, and Montag's got yardage all the way to the 24-yard line, and the staff for the Seahawks are out there, but Montag, I didn't think he was going to pick it up. He did, made a big play.
And he got a nice block on the outside.
Double block.
Great block on the outside by Brady Weaver, freeing him up, and now the 24-yard line to start their possession. That's a good field position for Dakota Valley. Can they capitalize?
Brady Weaver with a big hustle play there. He ran interference. We thought maybe he got a little push in the back on the first one, but kept playing and he threw a great block on the second one, and it's going to be first down. Panthers at the 24-yard line. Metro Sports TV, Pat Schultz, Mitch McCumber here tonight. Been quite a football game. Here comes Boonstra looking for the convoy, gets to the outside, wanted to turn it up, couldn't quite do it, and up comes Wallner to make a sure tackle, and looks like he's going to be a defensive player at South Dakota.
Yeah, and in those two that we talked about in the pregame, Pat, are both going to be D1 guys. Wallner obviously committed to USD. Ryan Larson has multiple offers. Both those guys are heavy linchpins to this defense. A reason why Dakota Valley with a goose egg on the scoreboard still.
Second down and 7. Under center is Luckin. Little play action. He's going to look. Has a man wide open. Tosses in the end zone. Touchdown.
That's Bennett Luckin.
Bennett Luckin, his brother, was open. The Panthers actually had 2 receivers open on the play, but it was Bennett Luckin who catches a 24-yard touchdown pass from his brother Drew, and the Panthers are a kick away from taking the lead.
And that's what I talked about, Pat. They're going to run play action here eventually. The play on the side, they almost had 2 guys open on that play.
I thought they did. And big call right there, and Drew Luckin shows that perseverance as he makes the beautiful pass in there, and the Panthers have taken the lead or could take the lead on the kick, and that's not going to happen. Bad snap, and more follies here tonight as just a simple extra point didn't work, and with 5:16 to go, we're tied at 6, and just simply can't get it done on special teams, neither team. So we're going to take a break. Panthers have tied it 6-6. Touchdown pass. The Luckin boys. Drew to Bennett.
Bob Rose presents Do You Know Pizza? The exciting trivia game where if you don't know pizza, just wing it. True or false? Romanian Christian Dimitru ate 200 pounds of pizza in a week.
Mamma mia, that's a lot of pizza.
Bob Rose knows pizza, and they know how to feed a hungry family. Pizza, wings, burgers, chicken, and more. Bob Rose, where good food and good times gather.
Welcome back. 6-6 is your score, and here's the touchdown play. Little play action. Mitch McCumber, you've been calling for this, and Drew throws a strike to his brother, Bennett.
Well, we just kind of knew it was in the arsenal for Coach Reinhardt, and you're just going to put it in the belly of your running back, pull out, and then all of a sudden Luckin with the trust in his receiver, obviously a little bit of more trust than normal with it being his brother, finds it, throws the ball up for him, makes up for the fumble he had earlier, and we're deadlocked here at 6 points.
We'd like to see the Panthers do that on their the big possession of the second half and come back and score. We're tied at 6. 5:16 to go in the third quarter. This is the quickest game we've done certainly this year. We've already done 4 games this year, football. Wow, how about that? Mitch McCumber, what are you, on strike? Here's a kick. It's going to take a good bounce. Panthers got to get down there. Wallner picks it up. You don't want him to pick it up. And that's why he breaks a couple of tackles, and they come up and make the play. Nice play right there as Panthers missed a couple on the big guy, and then Tate Bernard, a freshman, came up and made the play. Nice play by the freshman.
And it's a big play on special teams, too. It gets you noticed a little bit, but, you can let a guy get to the outside like Wallner, and he's showing his speed. If he breaks one, even just to the outside, even on the kickoff, we could be looking at a quick play touchdown.
Weaver to Georgia pick, and Konopasek, the secondary for the Panthers. Gunnar Montag playing corner as well. They're going to go with a counter, and that's not going to whoa. As Panthers again with great penetration.
There's Georgia again.
Jace DeGeorgia, who has been shut down offensively, but he has played very well defensively.
Yeah, he snuffed that one out. Stayed put at his DN position, and they ran back right into his lap. Sure tackler. Loss of 2 yards on the play. Good tackle.
Again, big number 64, the sophomore, Seth Reinhardt. 6'5", 270, makes a play. What a football player he's going to be. Going to be as good as his daddy was. Third down there after the loss of 2. Wallner, who has a touchdown pass, is in the backfield. You got to watch out for him. Quick spot pass thrown out, and Teague's going to be caught. And look at Jace DeGeorgia right there.
Finds the football. Maybe not on offense, Pat, but he's found it on defense. He snuffed that one out as they tried to go to the screen to the outside. Gained about 3 yards, but now third and very long for the Seahawks.
Jace is 6'4", 190, so he plays the part very well.
And sure tackler, long wingspan, able to get off the jam at his position there. Kind of plays all over the place. DN came out there and played in coverage. A good player to have in Coach Reinhardt's defense.
3rd and 9, Panther fans on their feet. They want to stop right here. The quarterback, Alex Reed's going to drop. Look, under pressure from the backside. Here comes DeGeorgia. Going to fire it out there, and it's going to be incomplete. Great coverage downfield again by this Panther defense. And that's going to bring up a 4th down as this time DeGeorgia came on the outside blitz. Broke up the play.
Forced him outside, and they were trying to get to their do-it-all kid, Wallner. And it looked like he might have had a step, but the good coverage by the secondary of Dakota Valley walled that one off. Pass falls incomplete, and just like that, 4th down. Dakota Valley's going to get the ball back tied up here with 3 minutes left to go in the third.
Panthers are going to keep their to prevent D off after Montag returned the punt 37 yards last time. Now Gunner's going to go back there and has a chance for another big return. He was reluctant before. There's a snap. They come with the pressure, and Reinhardt about got the block, and that one's off the side of his foot. And Montag does a nice job, let that one go. And how did it take such a good roll as it was going sideways for a while? But nevertheless, good field position for the Panthers when we come back on Metro Sports. First down at the 38. We're tied at 6.
Telco Triad Community Credit Union is continuing our commitment with safe investments for everyone with the following CDs. 36 months at 4%, 48 months at 4.25%, and a 60-month at 4.5% APY. With all our CDs, it's now only a $500 minimum investment. So call us today. Telco Triad. It's where you belong.
First down Panthers. They scored their last time as the Luckin boys. Drew to Bennett. Set up a touchdown. Drew's going to look. He's got Bennett there again. Fires it down the middle. Oh, he can't hold on. The ball was there, and Bennett just could not hold on. It would have went for 6. Oh, my.
He had a step on the defense, too. No one behind Bennett. Just went in and out of the hands. I definitely know he wants that one back. That'll be talked about on the dinner table for a couple more days to come.
Well, thank God Drew is a gentleman, because if my brother ever dropped a pass like that, it wouldn't go over very well. But nevertheless, that ball was dropped. That was a touchdown right there. Sergeant Bluff leads Sioux City East 21-3. Pitchers a long wide spin, bouncing in the middle. And that time, nothing there. Had they continued to come to the outside, might have had something, but Booney decided, I'm going to turn it up inside, and didn't get his the usual yardage. Picks up 3. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 for the Panthers. Another opportunity let go by the Panthers tonight, but still 6-6. 3rd down 2:49 to go, third quarter. Been an eventful football game, to say the least, Mitch McCumber.
Oh, even though we only have 6 points to show on either side, yeah, it's been back and forth all game long.
Little draw play. We've been looking for that play, and that's Boonstra. And that's when he went out for a cramp on a 3rd down and 4 play. And right there, they just go to the quick back, and he lowers those pads, and he's awful quick, first down.
I tell you what, he makes one jump cut off of the outside. The outside defender forces him inside. He cuts up field, and he's gone for at least 6, 7, or 8 yards.
Jace Hutchison had a nice block there, as did the sophomore Tice Emmerich from his tackle position. We've been raving about these sophomores, Reinhardt and Emmerich, Van Scoy, Hutchison, Hoffman, and Gavin Welch, all doing a great job up front. First down. Here comes Boonstra, gets a pad slather. Look out, he may go. He gets inside the 20, breaks a tackle, and Jackson's going to score a touchdown.
Explosive plays, we talked about it the whole game, Pat. They were going to break one eventually. Boonstra, with his vision and his feet, get to the outside, and he has reservations for 6.
Jackson Boonstra, 46-yard touchdown. That puts him over 100 yards for the game. More importantly, it gives the Panthers a 12-6 lead. They'll go for the extra point. Do you want to kick this thing, or do you just want to give the ball to Boonstra for 2?
Well, I think they're going to try to go for a 7-point advantage here, Pat. And extra points are not easy to come by, apparently, in this one.
They are eventful, so we'll see what Drew Luck, and there's a snap. Somebody was offsides. The kick is up. Kick is good. That baby was all the way. What's over that way? Okaboji. Nice kick there. As coming in and kicking that one was Reed Herboth, the freshman, and the little guy knocked her home, and it's 13-6 Panthers when we come back on Metro Sports. This is what we like to see.
Up to your neck and trying to swim through confusing insurance policy choices? Well, before you drown in coverage you don't need, contact Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. Ryan will help you assess your immediate and also long-term needs so you can clearly choose options catered to your home, personal property, or financial future. Contact Ryan and review your coverage today. 605-377-6776. Don't drown in coverage that you don't need. Stay afloat with Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. 605-377-6776.
Get in. Welcome back. 13-6 is the score, and nice play as Boonstra has been outstanding with this great touchdown run, Mitch McCumber.
Oh, what a great run there. He's patient and he's quick. That's the biggest part for getting him back into the lineup is his vision to slowly wait for his blocks to develop. He cuts the outside, spits free around the 15-yard line, and then it's pay dirt for Boonstra, and it's what this team was missing last week and still able to beat a really good Del Rapids team. Now you add this to the offense, and this offense is scary.
This Panther crowd is up on its feet. They're excited, trying to go for 2 in a row right here as the sophomore tackle, Emmerich, also does the kickoff. He's done a nice job. He kicks the ball high, which has caused some confusion. Here's the kick. This one's a little more of a line drive, and they kick to the wrong guy. They like to run this reverse, and these two backs are awful good. And I don't know. I think I would go the other way around. I would want Wallner catching the ball and running it all I can. And now fatigue may become an issue. 1:50 to go. Teams are getting a little tired. Tackling gets a little sloppy. Coverage as good as it's been by Dakota Valley.
Yeah, and this is where the rotations we talked about early in the first half come into play. Canton, obviously, with a bigger sideline, they've been rotating guys in and out. And Coach Reinhardt understands that this isn't just a 2-quarter game or a 3-quarter game. This is all 4 quarters. You're going to have your guys healthy and rested. There have been some times where I've seen DeGeorgia come off and not play a couple plays offensively. Same thing on the defensive side. He needs his guys ready in the 4th quarter. We've got 1:50 left in the 3rd here. Can they make a play?
They have done, the staff for Dakota Valley has done a nice job of putting players in and out. Here's a pass to us, swing it to the outside. And oh boy, putting it down is Teague, and he's just running over people here. And there's that fatigue we talked about right there. Panthers missed 2 tackles like this as Teague Granum, who had an early fumble, but since then, boy, he's played ticked off.
Now that was a run, and that was a man that was possessed on that run. Ran over a couple DV defenders, and there is a defender down.
Yep, we have a wounded Panther. When we come back on Metro Sports TV, it'll be first down. The Panthers lead 13-6. You don't want to go away. This is going to be a thriller.
You don't just play, you game. United Sports Academy at CNOS Fieldhouse has every field for every player. 20,000 square feet of turf, 3 batting cages, volleyball courts, basketball courts, pickleball, and more. If you got game, you got to get to United Sports Academy. Challenge yourself and sign up for programs, teams, or even rent the facility. Lessons, sports clinics, and training for every athlete. Get your game on at United Sports Academy. Online at usportsacad.com.
Good to see the Panther get up there. As Lincoln, we just saw that one go to final 36-19 win over O'Gorman. And stay tuned with us. We got a good one going on here in Canton as the Panthers lead 13-6. As we also have Rob Maynard on the call down in Hinton. And the Blackhawks, man, they're looking good.
Tell you what, West Des Moines Valley leads Dowling by the score of 20-17 late in the fourth quarter. That's a thriller. We got a thriller right here. 1st and 10, Seahawks are going to go with that spot pass to Teague. He catches around his knees, but does a nice job right there, does Teague Granum. And he picks up the better part of 6 yards on the play. They go with that little spot pass. Wasn't real clean, but they made the play, and he got positive yardage on first down.
Second time they've gone to the T. Granum on the outside, and he's made the first run where he ran over a couple defenders, and this one he gained 6 yards. I think it's looking like the best offense they've had for Canton in a while. Yeah. They're able to move the ball.
Sometimes simple works, and when you have talented, good football players, simple can really work. Panther fans on their feet. 1st and 10, or excuse me, 2nd down and 4. They're going to go with power right here. Granum's going to dance around, cut back right in the middle, picks up his first down inside the Panther 44. So just power football right now by the Seahawks. As we talked about fatigue and running down, they have a great scoreboard. Well, except for getting the timeouts goofed up, but it's an outstanding scoreboard here in Canton.
It's a nice facility. Really, I thought when you got here, I'm not a huge grass guy, not a lawn dad, but the grass was mowed beautifully. It's a beautiful stadium out here in Canton. First time out here to watch some Seahawk football, and it's been a blessing, been a joy so far.
1st and 10, more power as, they go to Tig, and he bounces the outside. And they've found something outside the tackles right here. They're tired of running misdirection. That has not worked against the big sophomore tackles of Dakota Valley. Now they're popping it to the outside.
And I think they're taking a lot of the eyes in the first half are on Wallner. Now you're getting it to T. Granum, and he's just kind of doing a little bit of misdirection, and they're really working the ball around. And I think, Chase Claren in this offense is moving it.
47 yards on 4 carries by Granum right here. He is lined up to the right. They're going to go with the big back Wallner, and great job that time by the Panthers as they try to pop it to the outside, and Jace DeGeorgia comes up to make his 10th tackle of the football game.
It's been all around the football tonight. Now we're starting to get to where play clock and game clock are pretty much synced up, so we'll see if they run one last play before the fourth quarter.
They don't mess around. Once they get that play in, they get up there and snap it. So we'll certainly see another play here on 2nd down and 8 from the Panther 26-yard line. 13-6, Panthers lead. They've scored the last 2 times they've had the football. Trying to stop right here with under 10 seconds, go 3rd quarter. 2nd and 6. Power play again. Teague jumps over one tackler beautifully and then falls forward. Probably has his first down. Nope, they give him a back foot spot, and that's going to end the quarter. When we come back, it's been the T. Graham show here on this series. It's going to be 3rd down and 1 from the Panther 17-yard line. 13-6 when we come back. Panthers lead. 4th quarter coming up.
Happens in Siouxland every day.
KCAU 9 News cuts through the noise every day to bring what's happening around your community into focus.
Amplifying what matters in Siouxland.
Your time is valuable.
So when this happens, and this happens,
and this, count on KCAU 9 News to bring you what matters.
KCAU 9 News. We are Siouxland proud.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Find your next career at CF Industries. Tonight's game is presented by CF Industries. The mission of CF Industries is to provide clean energy to feed and fuel the world. 1st and 10 right here for the Seahawks. 13-6, third down and 1. They said he was short of the first down. They're going power football, but we got legal procedure, or did they not get the clock set? One of the two.
Yeah, looks like Coach Reinhardt called a timeout here.
Coach Reinhardt called a timeout, and they are finding outside the tackles. Great job by the staff of the Seahawks. Coach Rich Lundstrom making the calls, not challenging those big tackles inside, bouncing it to the outside with these big backs.
Well, and I think the big backs also have like some shifty and elusiveness in them, just like Boonstra does on the Dakota Valley Panthers side. And, you know, it's kind of a backbreaker if you're Coach Reinhardt, especially having to use a timeout off of a break into the quarter there. But, you know, getting your defensive line, it's a big third down. If you get a stop here and maybe even move them back, it's 4th down and, you know, 1 or 2 yards. If you can get a stop here, already finding yourself up a touchdown, bleed some clock. It's a huge possession here for both Canton on offense and Dakota Valley on defense.
13-6 on your Mitchell Electric scoreboard. Outstanding second half. They cleaned it up a little bit, and beautiful setting. Huge crowd here tonight. The pine trees surrounding the stadium. Got the moon on the back. Boy, we
cool
just got it made.
Man.
What else would we want to be doing on a Friday night?
Right.
Well, at my age, this is about what you do. Those days are done, my friend. 3rd down and 1 right here. Watch out for the big play, as they're going to go power, no doubt. Well, they're going to go quarterback sneak, and he has himself his first down. So on the move are the Seahawks at 13-6. They'll need the extra point to tie it. Who knows what it'll do, but the Panthers offense has been clicking the last 2 times. 34-yard touchdown pass from Drew Luckin to Bennett Luckin. And then Jackson Boonstra with a 46-yard sprint. He's been unstoppable in the second half. Panthers need to stop the Seahawks right here. Going out of that power eye. They just run power football. Quarterback slouched underneath. Deep handoff to Teague. He's going to break it to the outside. And shoelace tackle right there on Granum, as Preston Konopasek with his 9th tackle of the night. Preston has been outstanding.
Him and Georgia have been all over the football. And big reason why Dakota Valley has been able to hold this.
They said his knee hit the ground back, so they take the 6-yard, turn it into 8, but they're going to go power football with Wallen, and he's going to lean forward, tries to go back up the middle, runs into a bunch of Panthers right up there. Is going to set up a 3rd down and 5. Big play right here. Maybe the biggest defensive play for the Panthers all night.
Huge play here on defense. Obviously, it's going to be 4-down territory for the Seahawks, so can they get anything manageable on this 3rd down to make it for 4th and short? If you're DV, you stop them here, you got to make them think about at least kicking the field goal, getting some points.
3rd and 5 from the 11. Wallen is the deep back. They have 2 plays to get 5 yards. They're just going to go power. Penetration by the Panthers as they came in hard. Great call defensively, as flying in there was Tegan Hoffman. The Panthers came with the outside blitz, stacked it up at the line of scrimmage. It's 4th down and 5.
Now with what you've ran, you have to run a play here offensively. This is going to be the biggest play defensively for the night, as the fans are on their feet here.
Panther fans are going on their feet here, as it's going to be 4th down and 5 from the Panther 11-yard line right here. This is a big one. Panther staff jumping up and down, and their crowd is saying, come on,
7 seconds
crowd.
on it. It looks like they're probably going to call a timeout here.
Watch your hard count when they do come out after the timeout. Timeout called by the Seahawks, and that'll just set up more drama. 4th down and 5 right here.
That is their first time out there. We'll wait for it to come off the scoreboard here.
Mitch McCumber's going to make sure he watches this, as this one, it's going to be a big play for the Panthers. 4th down and 5. Go to Metro Sports TV for all the games next week. Thursday night special, we're going to have Bishop Heelan against East High at Olson Field. We will on Friday night, we'll have West Sioux. We'll be taking on Central Lyon, George Little Rock, and check again later in the week to see if we'll have West Des Moines Valley against Johnston, as Metro Sports will be going to the CIML. How about that? Big football game up in Sioux Falls. Brad knew it, as Lincoln defeats O'Gorman at O'Gorman. Lincoln's got a good football team this year. They all got a good football team up there.
I'll tell you who has a good football team. Both of these teams have good football teams, but DV, the biggest play so far. 9:38 left. It looks like the Seahawks are coming out in offense.
The outside blitz has been big for the Panthers. They will line up with 7 at the line of scrimmage. 4th and 5. They're going to go play action. Roll. Reed looks for the throwback. Has a man. Caught. Touchdown. Grantham in the back of the end zone. Well-developed play. Beautiful pass. And a touchdown, as Graham, who was the star of that drive, catches the 10-yard touchdown pass on 4th and 5.
That's a big play, too. Caught the DV team sleeping a little bit. They went run the whole time down. Not able to get it there in the back of the end zone, find his man wide open.
Well, Reed, the quarterback, he's 6'2". You can't tell because he's crouched down under there. He popped out of there and just threw a strike on a beautiful rollout to the right. Reed was a second receiver on the left. Ran a little C route, and the kick is up, and it just gets inside the goalpost as coming in there. And Lopez makes the extra point, but Preston Konopasek let that one go right through his arms. So close. We're tied at 13. What a football game we here at Canton. We'll be back right after this.
Perfect ring is for Allie from Zach. They married without a diamond ring right before Zach went to serve his country. And now he's back. Jake and Sarah successfully pitched a big client together over a year ago. They got along very well. So well, in fact, Jake's about to pitch Sarah a proposal. Every diamond tells a story, but there's no story like yours. And there's no diamond like a Greenberg's diamond. Greenberg's Jewelers, a cut above the rest.
We're back. Thank you to all of our participating advertisers. If you'd like to advertise on Metro Sports TV and all these outlets that we have, please give us a call. And we'll certainly do that for you. As this game is tied at 13, outstanding drive right there. And the Seahawks played a little ticked off on that last drive, Mitch McCumber.
Well, and I think, we're going to get a good response by the Seahawks team. This team isn't ranked number 2, number 1 in some polls for a reason. They're going to come back and make a play, and a little bit of trickery on 4th down. We thought they were going to run it, do a little play action to find a guy in the back of the end zone wide open, and now we have a completely new ball game with 9:33 left to go, tied at 13.
Kel Jepson has thrown a touchdown pass for East High. They're down to Sergeant Bluff in the 4th quarter by a score of 21-10. We'll have Black Raider football next Thursday night against rival Bishop Heelan. Panthers have a chance for good field position right here, but I'll tell you what, the Seahawks are playing mad. They gave up a couple of touchdowns to the Panthers, and now they are just making play after play. You can see highlights tonight on KCAU Sports Zone from our good partners at KCAU with Anthony Mitchell. Watch Sports Zone on KCAU after the news at 10:30, and there should be highlights of this football game. All of our featured schools, Spirit Lake, Dakota Valley, East High, Hinton, West Sioux, they all get highlights on KCAU Sports Zone. 1st down and 10. Panthers have scored the last 2 times they have had the ball. Their outstanding quarterback, Drew Lucken, steps up, goes behind center, pitches it out to Jackson Boonstra, and Jackson pops out of there as he throws out just a quick 8-yard gain.
And Boonstra's been the guy they've been leaning on.
And I think it's Jackson that is down. We hope it's just a cramp,
It looks like they're working out his leg again. Looks like the same one that he was cramping up with, that right one.
He can ill afford to miss any plays right now because he has taken, with Grantham for the Seahawks and Boonstra, they've basically taken over the football game.
Yeah, both sides have kind of gone mano-a-mano, and we'll see if the fatigue effect starts to work here in the fourth quarter as, you try to
certainly does.
Hope that Boonstra gets up and is able to come into the next play or two. But
he needs the football. Stay tuned for our Baumgars post-game show featuring the Wall of Fame player of the game, Wall of Fame of Sioux City, as Jackson Boonstra is going to get a little help up. Our good friends from Prestige Collisions Repair Center, their name says it all. In business since 1975 with state-of-art equipment and experienced technicians, they provide Siouxland's residents the best auto body repair along Prestige Collisions, and we've seen some Prestige collisions here of late, here in this quarter. Both teams playing extremely hard. We're tied at 13. The first half was a folly of mistakes, but this second half has been outstanding football.
I tell you what, I would sign me up for another contest between these two. You might see it in 11A for some championships on the line.
Like to see that. Second down 4, leaning forward is Konopasik. And no, Brennan Luckin, excuse me. He's going to be about 2 yards short of his first down. So you have a big play right here. Well, it's going to be almost 3 yards as
I
the
thought
official.
He got a little bit more. He was on top of the defender
just
there.
A little bit. So hopefully that doesn't play. But I think Coach Carl Reinhardt, after that last drive, I think this may be 4-down territory if they get it within.
Backed up pretty deep in your own end zone. It could be anyone's.
Drew Luckin will work out of the shotgun this time. Jackson Boonstra is to his left. He's got the football. He is got the first down, I believe.
Give him about a yard short.
Give him a big spot. That's why they shouldn't have moved it back on third down. Your fourth down. I think you got to go for it here, Mitch McCumber.
Oh,
boy, they're giving him a back foot spot again, and it's going to be a long
2 yards.
Almost 2 yards. Holy smokes, the officials, and they're going to have to punt the football as both those spots. I think he was over the 40, but fourth down and 2, 7:54 to go, and just too far away.
Yeah, and you're not even to midfield yet. You're about 15 yards away from midfield.
Nobody back for the Seahawks. They're not expecting, so hopefully Drew Luckin can get one way down there. That's a tail dragger, and that's going to work. And it's going to take a big bounce inside the 10. Drew Luckin has his second big punt of the game. When the Seahawks take over with 7:32 to go in the fourth quarter, they will have poor field position. Let's go Panther defense. We're tied at 13 on Metro Sports.
Widespread respect and admiration felt for someone or something on the basis of a perception of their achievements or quality. It's a name that speaks for itself. Prestige is something you earn.
It's where quality counts since 1975.
And we improve ourselves at every chance by working with customers every step of the way. Visit either Prestige Collision Center's location today, where it's more than just a name.
We're tied at 13. Outstanding second half being played by these two outstanding football teams. The Seahawks will have the ball at their own 12-yard line, first down. They ran power football their last time. They're going to go power again, and they pitch it wide. And host of Panthers. What do you call a bunch of Panthers? Not a flock.
Pack?
Pack of Panthers. Yeah, I believe so. Nice tackle right there by a pack of Panthers. And Gavin Welch came up and made the tackle. You can always count on Mitch McCumber.
I don't know if that's right, Pat, but kind of rolls off the tongue. It'd be a tongue twister.
It sounds better than a flock, doesn't it?
It does.
So,
flock would be like eagles.
Okay.
I feel like it'd be birds.
I'll save that when I have the Hawks next week.
There you go.
7. Oh, Hawks. Speaking of that, Cyclones, Hawks tomorrow. Go Cyclones.
I
6:56 to go here in the quarter. Mitch McCumber, that's just shaking his head. He's not expecting any score, and that might be a 3-0 game.
It might be.
6:49 to go. Second down, 7. Panthers defense need this. They go with that counter. Good penetration. They have stopped misdirection all night. Once again, those sophomore tackles, there's just nothing going on with those two big kids. As Seth Reinhardt made the play in there again, as did Tice Emmerich. Both sophomores, both 6'4", both over 260. Oh, my.
Both need to make a big play here on third down, as it's 3rd and 5. If DV could get a quick 3-and-out by Canton, they get the ball, decent field position with just under 6 minutes left to go.
They burned them on 4th and 4 with a little roll out to the right, throwback, but this is a big play here, 3rd down and 6. Panthers not blitzing, half pressure, wide open on the drag play and picking it up the first down as they go with a little tight end delay, and it was a beauty. They caught the Panthers in a blitz. Good call. Tyler Rosenboom checks this out. 6'3", 290, snuck out at the tight end.
Yeah, that's just a play where, you know, as you're being a DN the whole time, you blocked him, he's gotten past, nothing's happened. That play develops and he's wide open, and they get a first down. That's a big first down for the Seahawks with 5:40 to go.
Right there, just a little delay to the big man. 5:38 to go, first down. Still a lot of yardage to be picked up here. Both teams' kick games have not been good. Dive right up the middle as they give the ball to Wallner, who's been rather quiet here in the second half, but he's been in a lot of plays. Stepping up for the Panthers to make the play nicely was number 54, Easton Van Scoy, who's played a great game at that end. He's no bargain at 6'4", 250 pounds.
Yeah, both Wallner and Granum got to be, you know, looking at them defensively with the ball in their hands. They've been.
Watch out for your play action pass right here on 2nd down and 6 with under 5 minutes to go. Long handoff to Wallen. Need a tackle here. He misses. That's going to be a first down. Panthers had a chance. There's that fatigue right there as they had a chance as Preston Konpasic came up, and outside the tackles have been the way they've gone with these big backs. And missed tackle. Probably could have kept it for a short gain. That's going to bring up another first down at the 46. Clock running. 4:50 to go. Well, stops here at the play, and Panther defense has got to suck it up off tackle here.
Yeah, it's a big play, and you're just getting to the 50-yard line for the Seahawks, so they're able to chew even more clock. So big stop here.
Setting up the play action with some dives forward. They're just going to go short yardage there as Wallen falls forward for the better part of look at that spot.
About 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah,
good fall forward.
They gave him a nice spot on that as Panthers, I thought, got a couple tough spots the last possession, and he went with his front foot. Oh, how does that happen? And it says the Panther staff is not real happy with that spot, and I don't blame him. Easton Van Scoy is saying, wait a minute, I tackled him inside the 50. So 2nd down. 6 are going to go forward. Wallen knocked down, and a great play that time as he reaches forward. Short gain on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 3.
Now another big 3rd down. We're going to keep saying this, Pat, as the game keeps going here, but we're getting under 4 minutes now. This is a big 3rd down and a possible big 4 down playing at midfield for the Seahawks.
3rd down and 3 right here as Welch Reinhardt made the tackle. They're going to have to go here. They've gone outside the tackles on all these 3rd and somewhat shorts. They need the long 3 right here. Split backfield with a wing back. Dive right up the middle of the wall, and he's not going to have his first down. It's going to be 4th down.
4th and about
2.
1.
Well, they're going to move him back. Where are they going to move that?
It's a good spot. 4th and 1 looks like.
They gave him a front foot spot. Oh, my.
Big play here.
So that's going to make it a yard. Coach Reinhardt not happy with that spot either. So 4th down and a yard right here. 3 minutes to go. Of course, hard count. You've got to watch this, and time for these big tackles to make a big play right here because it's going to probably be Wallen outside the tackles.
And watch QB keep here too. They ran the ball a lot this
Quarterback
time.
Sneak this is the long yard. 4th down and 1. 2:46 to go. Panthers in their goal line D, of course. Here's the handoff to Wallen, and they stopped him well short. A pack of Panthers came flying in and knocked him for a 3-yard loss. As shooting in there beautifully was Easton Van Scoy with a big play.
And that is the play, exactly what the doctor ordered for this DV defense. You start now with the ball with 2 minutes and 38 seconds, and you're nearing midfield, and I tell you what, this D-line, this defense has put it all on the line tonight.
There it is right here. Look at all those Panthers up there. Great penetration by all, and another great defensive play, and the Panthers are set up with 2:38 to go with great field position and a chance to win the football game. We're tied at 13. Drew Luckin, the senior quarterback. Play action, looks long. Pressured, looking, gets a block, still looking. Now he fires and in and out of the hands and incomplete. And boy, oh wow, somewhat of a late hit out of bounds, but incomplete. Drew tried to make that play, looking downfield. He was looking long again for his brother Bennett, and that time a lot of coverage. Good decision by Drew Luckin. Second down, 2:29 to go. Both teams have 2 timeouts for the Seahawks, 2 for the Panthers.
Yeah, that was good coverage there by the Seahawks, too, not to get fooled on thinking that DV's just going to run the ball here. You knew they were going to try to take a shot, and they covered it really well.
Well, Jackson Boonstra will be nearest us in this wishbone set. Luckin, the quarterback's going to turn, pitch the ball to Bennett. Luckin, and he is brought down at the line of scrimmage. Out there, I'm surprised Jackson Boonstra did not touch the football that play. So that's going to bring up a third down in 10 with 2 minutes by the time they snap the ball.
That's going to be this is a big third down. If you are Dakota Valley, you'd love to obviously pick up a first down here. 2 big receivers out of the game for the Panthers with DeGeorgia and Flagg on the sideline. So it's an obvious run play here, but.
Well, Boonstra is wide on trips to the right. Luckin surveys, timeout called by somebody.
I think the official is going to tell.
Equipment?
Either equipment or he's telling Boonstra to come out of the game. I don't know if it's due to late substitution or what it is.
Well, he was out in the huddle. He went wide. It might be equipment. But nevertheless, now Boonstra's off the field. DeGeorgia, I believe, has checked in. Third down and 10. Drew Luckin, the quarterback, steps up. He's going to have running room. Drew's going to put his head down, has his first down, runs out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Great call, quarterback draw.
That's a huge play, too. Luckin saw no one open and decided to take it with his legs. You've been talking about it all game, Pat. He finally does it at a big moment. They're now inside the 40-yard line with 1:30 left.
31-32 to go. First down, gain of 12 by quarterback Drew Luckin. He's had a big second half with a touchdown pass and that big run right there. The senior is going to work in the shotgun. Boonstra back in the game. They're going to run option that way. There's the pitch to the outside, and Bennett Luckin luckily knocks the ball out of bounds.
See what you did there, Pat. And then we have a full contingency of Dakota Valley fans standing up here. They are on hand and foot ready for this one as we got 1:27.
Everybody's up watching this one. 1:27 to go as Luckins ran that outside option. They started the game out with that quite a few times. It worked well. That time couldn't hold on to that. Timeout called by Dakota Valley. We're going to take a timeout with them. We're going to readjust our cameras here as we were crowded up here in the stands at this outstanding facility, watching an outstanding game. We're tied at 13. Panthers on the move. We're back. 13-13 is your score. Pat Schultz, Mitch McCumber watching this outstanding football game. Carl Reinhardt. Boy, Carl, he's always wound up, but he's really wound up now as his football team on the drive, second down and 10. Plenty of time. Ball on the 39-yard line of the Seahawks. Jackson Boonstra is back in the game. He has been outstanding with 161 yards rushing for the senior. Drew Luckin will step up. He picked up a big third down on 3rd and 12 with a quarterback draw. He'll work out of the shotgun right here. His brother Bennett is to his left. There's a snap, and that's illegal motion right there. The officials were not ready, hadn't started the play clock, and we're very fortunate because the Panthers had too many men in motion right there.
And I don't know if they're going to call a flag, just get everyone
Nope,
set.
I don't think they had the clock running, and these officials, a lot of penalties in the first half, but this second half has been great football by both teams. Once they started hanging on to the ball and staying set, things have really rolled. So back to 2nd down and 10. Luckin, the quarterback, takes a snap, little counter reverse to Jackson Boonstra, gets a block, cuts it up the middle, has yardage, and a great tackle up right there, and it's going to bring up 3rd down, and it looks like 3 yards to go.
But still now with this clock, Pat, ticking under, we're close to just 60 seconds left in this one.
The outstanding sophomore linebacker, Kevin Strand, who had a huge first half with a couple tackles for loss and an interception, saved the day right there with that big tackle. 3rd down and 3. Panthers. This does Drew Luckin, pitches out to Ben, and he falls down. So the Panthers go away, ran wide, and maybe lost yardage right there. And boy, as much as those inside counters have worked, that one didn't work, and we got a Panther down on the play, but it's going to bring down 4th down and 4 right there. Mitch McCumber, I thought we'd see number 2 touch the football.
Yeah, and it looked like he was going in some sort of misdirection there, kind of came through the middle, looking to be almost like a jet sweep. They didn't hand it off to him, and they went with the option play. It looked like it might have been there, just Bennett had a little loose feet and fell down. I think, though, Pat, Coach Reinhardt, you don't come here to tie, you come here to win. I think he's going for it on 4th down, but we'll see. Obviously, Luckin out there is the punter. So I just feel like you're too close, and even if you don't get it, it's a lot of field to travel.
No doubt you'll be going for it here. So 4th down and 5. Konopasek, who's been outstanding as well with positive yardage, over 60 yards rushing in the football game, wasn't in to touch the football again as the Panthers decided to go to the outside to possibly threat number 3. But, boy, I think a full dose of Boonstra when you have a chance. 4th down and 5, and Panthers picked up a 4th down and 10, or excuse me, a 3rd down and 10 not too long ago as quarterback Drew Luckin kept the ball, and Drew is more than capable at 6'3", 210 pounds. Not a bad idea to get him out on the perimeter. Little pass run option on 4th and 5. 48 seconds ago, Coach Carl Reinhardt sends in the play. Walks away. He's all right here on the far sideline, getting set for the play of the game right here with 48 seconds to go. Working out of the shotgun. Boonstra is to the left in the slot. Luckin calls the signals. Takes a snap, low snap, steps back, sets. He's going to go long, and J.C. Georgia can't make the play. They went over the middle long, and it wasn't there. Great coverage right there by the Seahawks as they decided to go big. And Aiden Shrimp, and that Shrimp, not Shrimp, though he's 5'6", 140 pounds. And Adam Shrimp made the play on the 6'4", 190-pound DeGeorgia. Had the matchup.
And I think they're going to want that back, Pat. If you go back and look at that,
Boonstra?
they double teamed.
Yep.
They double teamed DeGeorgia, and Boonstra looked to be open at the far corner of the end zone.
So 42 seconds. You can't get sloppy right here. Cannot give up a big play. They go with the counter reverse to Wallen. Just got to make a tackle. They don't. He bounces the outside. Still on his feet. Look out. He's going to look out. He's knocked out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Suddenly, with 32 seconds to go, just a little delay counter to the outside, and they've certainly found a hold of that left side on the Panthers defense.
And defensively, though, you have to lock in right now. You're only 28 yards away from pay dirt for the Seahawks.
Gain of 38 yards on the play on just the simplest play.
The field goal kicking has not been good in this one, though, so you have to hold them out of the end zone.
We need one tackle for loss right here. 2 timeouts. They're going to bootleg it out. Wallen's wide open, catches the football. He's inside the 10 and brought down as they go with that little tight end slot delay, and that's another big play right here. 2 plays just like that by the Seahawks, and they're knocking on the door.
And just like that, you take what could have been touchdown away from Dakota Valley, and the Canton Seahawks are about 10 yards away from taking over on this one.
They do nothing flashy, but their nice, simple plays are so well executed, and boy, big yardage on 2 plays by Wallen.
Yeah, this Canton team's just going to keep wearing you down, and, they kind of run their same bread and butter. Heavy run, and then those nice play actions out to their tight ends, and they've found guys open and just made bigger plays.
Indeed, but you're not in until you're in, and field goal kicking has been poor snaps, misses, near blocks. Anything can happen, so the Panthers have to make a stop. Do not let them in the end zone. Just stop them anywhere, and they'll still have a chance. Make them kick the ball.
Well, and we saw Dakota Valley get down to the 10-yard line before in this game, and Luckin threw a pick over the middle. So there's a chance that Dakota Valley is able to get the ball back. Just got to play solid defensively. 25 seconds left, both teams with 1 timeout remaining. Game on the line right here.
1st and goals for the Seahawks. 25 seconds to go. They have 1 timeout left. Both teams have 1. Little counter reverse. Need to make the tackle. Wallen cuts up the middle. Touchdown. And the big crowd goes crazy. A 3-yard drive in 27 seconds. 3-play drive. And the 10-yard touchdown run right there has put the Seahawks ahead. Just a simple little counter play, and it's a touchdown with 21 seconds to go. Drew Luckin has a big arm, so it's not over, but oh my, 3 plays.
That is quite deflating, too, after that promising drive Dakota Valley had.
69-yard drive in 3 plays in less than 25 seconds. And this big crowd from the Panthers are just stunned. Their football team has played so well, both offensively and defensively, but on the final possessions, couldn't make the play. Well, these kicks have been an adventure. 19-13 to score. There's a good snap. Kick is up. Kick is good. And it is 20-13. And a big student body has going crazy for the Seahawks. And the Panthers are going to have to come up with a big play. Time left. You have game breakers. Boonstra. We've seen Bennett Luckin get open deep. Of course, they're going to have to go short a couple of times, use a timeout, and get a chance to toss it in the end zone, possibly to DeGiorgio at 6'4".
Well, and then here's the thing, too, is the kickoffs haven't been super deep either. So you're going to get the ball, hopefully, at good field position. If you can get a good return, you're going to have a good return there, probably to about the 35, 40-yard line. You said you couple quick plays, and there's a chance that Coach Reinhardt and his staff have a play in mind. And
oh, those opportunities in the first half. If you missed the first half, the Panthers turned the ball over twice inside the 5-yard line. Also had a fumble at the Seahawk 20-yard line. Had opportunity galore. We're behind 6-0 at halftime. Came back to take the lead with 2 great drives. But the Seahawks tied it up, and then on a 3-play lightning strike with less than a minute to go. And as we said, fatigue was big. So we'll see what they'll do right here. Boonstra is back deep with Konopasek. There's a kick. Panthers have to get on it. They're going to have good field position with 20 seconds to go and a timeout. And as we said, Drew Luckin has a big arm.
Yeah, I mean, this is inside. I mean, you're 55 yards away, 56 yards away, and you got 20 seconds and a timeout. You can dink and dump here about 10 yards, take a little bit of time off the clock, and Luckin's going to have at least 2 or 3 big chucks to the end zone.
First and 10, Dakota Valley at the 40-yard line. Go to Metro Sports TV. You can watch all of our games on demand. This has been an instant classic. So go back to Metro Sports TV. Watch all of our games on demand at any time. We're on YouTube, Twitter Live, SiouxlandProud.com, and Metro Sports TV. If you can't find Metro Sports, you're not trying hard enough. Panthers need to go here. 20-13 right here. Quarterback Drew Lucken will step back. Boonstra in motion, and we got motion right there. That wheel route we talked about before, they were setting that up where Boonstra popped open. That could be the play. That is the 12th penalty on the Panthers of the game. They had 10 in the first half, have cleaned it up. So false start's going to send them back.
And we'll start at now the 35-yard line. That's a killer before you start the drive there. Now having to get 15 yards for a first down. Again, no time came off the clock for that one, but 20 seconds to go. 65 yards till the end zone.
The Georgia nearest us on the right. Boonstra in motion. Drew Lucken will look under pressure, rolls to his right. He's going to wind up, fire. It has the Georgia who makes an incredible catch out of bounds. Out of bounds. He got tangled up with the defender, and Jace DeGeorgia went up, high-pointed it, but could not quite bring it in. Here's an instant replay brought by a producer as Lucken turns, fires. Jace goes up, and we just can't quite see it, but it did look like the right call.
It was close. I mean, in high school, you just need that 1 foot in, or the 2 feet in, excuse me, and it might have been close. Maybe he got a knee or
I think the defender was down, able to knock him out of bounds. But 13 seconds to go. Lucken surveys, steps forward, fires it down the middle for Boonstra. It's incomplete and almost intercepted by Wallen. Stepped up and fired it, and now with 8 seconds, the Panthers might be able to get 2 more plays off. Or 2 more. They might throw a long out, maybe get it to the 40 or midfield, and then toss one up to DeGeorgia in the end zone and see what happens.
And right now, the Seahawk line only bringing pressure about 3 and dropping everyone else back into coverage. Smart move by them is they know Lucken's got to air it out.
Wallen playing free safety way back at his own 40-yard line. He's 6'4". Lucken steps. Running out of time. This may be the last play. It will be. Here's the long one down. Jump ball, knocked around, knocked down. The football game is over. Canton has beaten the Panthers 20-13 in an absolute thriller here in Canton tonight. What a football game. And the Panthers are, as they should be, very dejected as the Seahawks elated as both teams played a tremendous second half. What a game. When we come back on Metro Sports, we'll have the Baumgars post-game show and our Wall of Fame player of the game. What a football game here tonight, 20-13. Panthers lose a tough one.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
H2O for You is your water store. H2O for You is the solution for cleaner dishes, clothes, showers, and tubs, and water that tastes fantastic. Your water store will even test your family's water for free. And all of our equipment comes with free basic installation. Having issues with your current water system? Your water store services most brands. Have the clean, soft, great-tasting water your family deserves. Go to softwater.com or call 258-SOFT today.
Up to your neck and trying to swim through confusing insurance policy choices? Well, before you drown in coverage you don't need, contact Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. Ryan will help you assess your immediate and also long-term needs so you can clearly choose options catered to your home, personal property, or financial future. Contact Ryan and review your coverage today. 605-377-6776. Don't drown in coverage that you don't need. Stay afloat with Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. 605-377-6776.
Josh and Emily are visiting Emily's parents this weekend, where Josh will propose. He's nervous, but not about the ring. Well done, Josh. Well done. Chase is proposing to Ashley at the resort where they first met. Ashley was vacationing with friends, but Chase ended up being her best friend of all, plus some. Every diamond tells a story, but there's no story like yours. And there's no diamond like a Greenberg's diamond. Greenberg's Jewelers, a cut above the rest.
Well, welcome back. Both football teams just laid it out in that second half. Great football. They played extremely well. Panthers lose 20-13. Mitch McCumber, what a football game.
Oh, and what a second half, Pat. I think, we talked about it at the half, just down 6-0. Both these offenses exploded in the second half. And, just Canton had the ball at the last, minute of the game and were able to score a touchdown after DV failed to convert on their fourth down conversion. Took 3 plays, scored kind of seemingly at will, and kind of put a damper in the sails of the Panthers. But, I think both these teams are deserving of being ranked in the top 5 in Class 11A. I think both these teams are going to keep getting better, and I'm going to love to see this matchup come around playoff time in state of South Dakota.
Sign us up for that football game, as both teams outstanding. Drew Lucken with there you see it right there, long touchdown pass to his brother Bennett. Jackson Boonstra with this long touchdown run, as he had a huge night, unofficially 171 yards by Jackson Boonstra, as the Panthers went ahead 13-6, tied up at 13, and then a 3-play, 27-second drive by the Seahawks in the final moments of the game to win, as Wallen took over and scored from 10 yards out. Panthers lose 20-13 each and every game. We do have our Wall of Fame player of the game, and for the Panthers, those sophomore tackles were just outstanding, as Reinhardt and Emmerich, tremendous. Van Scoy, outstanding football game tonight. Jake Pick was tremendous. Jared DeGeorgia defensively was outstanding. They double-teamed him offensively, but defensively he was outstanding. Drew Lucken with another great performance, but our player of the game has to go to Jackson Boonstra.
Yeah, and it really kind of wasn't a huge part of the offense, cog in the offense. In the first half, it kind of went out in the late part in the first half with those cramps. But second half was just a intricate part of this offense, and really sparked the run that Dakota Valley went on. And the reason that he is our player of the game is DV started scoring second half.
Oh boy, I think a couple third down and 4 calls and whatnot. I think Jackson's got to touch the football, but nevertheless, Jackson Boonstra is our Wall of Fame player in the game. This outstanding football game tonight. Make sure you can watch free live on demand. Go to Metro Sports YouTube. Player coaches interviews throughout the week on metrosports.tv. Mitch McCumber, what a football game. Pleasure working with you as always.
What a night for football. And you talked about this second half, Pat. I'll take this second half for every quarter of game that we have to call for the rest of the season, and I'll be satisfied.
That was a lot of fun, so thank you to Mitch McCumber, Riley Lillenquist doing an outstanding job as our producer, and Logan Click on camera one tonight doing his usual great job. You wouldn't believe our accommodations up here. I mean, the place is beautiful. Their AD is wonderful, but we're stuck up in the corner, but we did our best to bring you this football game on Metro Sports. Thank you for joining us on Metro Sports TV, and thank you to all of our tremendous sponsors who helped make this game possible, including Graham's Grill and Pub. Outstanding job by them to help us come up here, because this game was not scheduled, and we put it on once we knew it, and aren't we glad we did. Special thank you to CF Industries. Find your next career at CF Industries as they present this football game and The mission of CF Industries is to provide clean energy to feed and fuel the world. Thank you to all of our advertisers who help us bring you these outstanding games. Thank you to Bound and the Sioux City Journal for their statistical and informative assistance. Thank you to Carl Reinhardt and his staff for all the information going into this football game. And thank you to the Panther players for giving us a great show, and the Seahawks as well. What a football game. Join us next week on Metro Sports as we'll have a bevy of football games. Please go to our Twitter, Facebook, and our website, Metro Sports TV, for all of our scheduling, our weekly features, our game highlights, our players of the game, and, of course, watch any game on demand at Metro Sports TV. We hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Your final score, the Canton Seahawks win it in a thriller, 20-13. Take